8. Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that
you need cool air.
Yeah. So I bought one. I got lucky because the entire family was gone. There was nobody to redeem it and stuff like that, because they give you 2 years. They give you 2 years to redeem this. And
Bobby Friends said Grandma got run over by her in Texas. Chris Sable's pulled up the driveway now.
So I bought it. And so I bought it, and I got lucky, and nobody redeemed it after a couple years, so I made a little bit of money. Yeah.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Alabama, he's quick, he's strong, he's active. You can take Alabama Man to the bowling alley where he drinks heavily and chews tobacco.
Wow, he can bowl.
He can bowl, he can drink, he can drink some more. Alabama. Open.
Shut up, bitch! Wow. I want to be just like Alabama Man.
Alabama Man comes with everything you see here, wife, so tipperly.
I thought I told you to shut up.
Alabama Man!
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Let's talk about your cable ace award.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
The salt shaker test is a psychological test where you can trick your brain into tasting salt. So here's a salt shaker. Take it. And then if you tip the salt into your mouth, you can taste it. Yeah, but really vigorously shake the salt.
Gotcha, bitch.
Can you taste it? Can you taste the salt? Oh! What? Can you taste it?
No, not yet.
More vigorous. Oh my God.
Gay.
Can you taste it?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you taste it?
Yeah.
Can you taste it?
Yeah, taste it.
Can you taste the salt?
I want to say the shelf on the top is like 2 to 3 feet wide, so it's at least that wide, plus a little longer, and it's almost as big as the closet I have now.
Okay.
Fucking chat is hilarious, man. Bobby France said that Lenny's data plan charges by the pixel.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to Bobby Fran, Lenny. Don't listen. I thought the video was good. I thought the video was good. Look, I
Can we show the video just so I don't know?
Yeah, what camera was that?
The video in the same room.
Does that camera show the DuPont network?
But the quality of the video is what we're questioning here, because it is 2022.
Look at that.
Wait, what is that thing? Stop. What was that thing?
Nobody knows. Look at that. Can you
Go
tell?
back a little bit. Not that thing.
That. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby Fran.
Super creative, super original. There's a show
Thank
called
you.
The Vibe.
That's right, this is The Vibe, and it's Tuesday, folks. It is The Vibe 287. Do you feel it? I hope you feel it. Ooh. Do you feel it, baby? Let's get in here. That's right, these are good vibrations happening. It is Tuesday, April 15th. It might not be great vibrations for you today. If you don't have your taxes done, you got to file that extension or have them done by today, folks. Come on, swing it. Swing those taxes into the IRS. Or just hang out here for The Vibe. That's right, they're taking you back for Mark Wahlberg. Come on, swing it. 1, 2. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. What are we about here on The Vibe? What are we about? That's right, we're going to hang out here for the next 3 hours on The Vibe, folks, right here in the middle of the day. Can you hear me? Maybe I should have checked my horoscope today. Thanks for everybody that stuck it out with me through my technical difficulties yesterday. This is The Vibe. Welcome, friends, new and old. This is where we create. It's about that time to bring forth the rhythm in a rhyme. I'ma get mine. I better turn that down. Never go full Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, but do go full BF Live and The Vibe. Let's go. I'm going to get in the chat because I need to know if you guys can hear me. You guys are awesome. Thank you yesterday for the vibes, for the hanging out and the super chats, and for sticking with me through all of my audio technical difficulties. I'm coming to you on a brand new backup mixer today. I had an exact copy of my backup mixer. Apparently, my mixer was dying a slow death. So hopefully, testing, sibilance, 1, 2, sibilance. Hopefully, you guys can hear me well today, well enough to have fun and hang out for the next 3 hours. I got the not so serious news. Scott's not here yet, but we'll fall down Scott's hole with his friends Tammy and see what they're all up to. Tammy and Cyrax. You know we're going to do the not so serious news. I got a few good stories we're going to have fun sharing today. Just basically creating good vibes right here in the middle of the day for 3 hours. And welcome to my new friends. If we have time, I think, shush, we will. We'll probably get to our sexy segments, the juicy man meat, and bricked up for the guys. All of that and more. I got so much stuff written down on a sheet, we can never get to it in 3 hours, but let's see what we can get to, folks. Let's see. Let me pause my Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch over there. There you go. Let me take some of this out from backstage. What are you guys up to, folks? Thank you. Yeah, like I said, yesterday was a tough one. I must say it's not easy dealing with these technical difficulties when you're a one-man operation and you're doing kind of your own tech work in the background as the show's going on. But thank you for your patience and your great vibes and hanging out and all your jokes and suggestions that you threw in there. So let's see how you're making out today. Let's see how I'm coming through today. I need to know what you're up to. We know it's that weird day Tuesday and it's tax day on top of it, but we're not going to worry about it right here on The Vibe. We're going to hang out here for the next 3 hours. So welcome, friends, old and new. This is the Chat Family Check-In. We are Chat Family. You guys jump in the chat and let me know what you're up to today. Can you only stop and go for a minute because you got to get back to work? Are you having a ham sandwich? Are you having peanut butter and jelly? Let me know what your day is like and how it's been so far. When I put my glasses on, I go to my elements and I run the element for the opening Chat Family Check-In for BF Live The Vibe stream show 287, 13 shows away from 300. It is Tuesday and we're going to have it. We're going to do it and we're going to make the most of it. And as soon as I find my element, on a Tuesday, we're going to go with the opening Chat Family Check-In, folks. Stream Show 287. Welcome. Let me know what you're up to. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's what they do. They talk amongst themselves. They talk with me. And this is different. This is refreshing. This is the midday hang where we encourage party atmosphere, vibing, and chat family. I'm going to start at the top of my chat by letting you know that my PayPal preset options are always pinned at the top of every chat on BF Live. I'm going to keep adjusting my microphone, make sure I have proper modulation after yesterday's sound fiasco, folks. You know, I guess we've all had those days, and I saw many of you talking about it in the chat, is that, you know, there's some, you know, Mama said there'd be days like this, basically, and that, you know, you get up and you try your best, but things are going to kick you in the ass, but you must persevere, push through them, and I did. And we did together, so let's keep on with it, folks. All right, we're going to get to the start. Here we go. Whoop. That's right, we're going to start. The opening Chat Family Check-In. Here we go, folks. Here we go. It is Tuesday, April 15th. And they're off with our friend Pecan checking in back to his first place position. He says, Goonie Goo Goo, and to you I give a hearty Goonie Goo Goo to my friend Pecan. He says, Goonie Goo Goo, you begonias. Unga bonga, what do you gano? Well, let's get it going. That I'm having sound issues today, and I'm not having them, so let's go. What do you gano? My friend Pecan, let's go. What do you know, everybody? I'm back. As I'm monitoring my sound on the feed, let's get back into the opening chat family check-in. And I start with number 2, Pecan, back to his first and second position. Thank you for your most generous $2 super chat, buddy. Oh shit, we're doing it. We're having it. So let's do that. Here we go.
We're doing it.
We are doing it. It is Tuesday. We're having it. And to Cal, the Reverend Wild Bill, thank you, my friend. He says, Hoya, I'm number 2. I try harder. He's having fun utilizing the armchair emoji, the buffalo emoji, the Slurpee, the Perry, Blocky Fran, Psych, Juicy Man Meat, all the emojis. And that only indicates to me that my friend, the Reverend Wild Bill, supports me monthly by being a member here. That's how he gets to use those emojis. He not only supports me monthly, he hits me up right after my friend Pecan with a most generous $5 super chat and says, number 2 does it better. I learned it from watching you, the Reverend Wild Bill. Thank you, buddy. Let's go. Thank you, Reverend Wild Bill, and everybody. Everybody was trying to throw me suggestions yesterday, like restart this, do that. I was literally like restarting the mixers. At one point, I left the show, restarted my entire computer. Little did I know that the kind of mixer was kind of slowly dying out. Thank you, Reverend Wild Bill. Space Nerd checks in at 11:26 my time and says, what do you know, the Reverend Wild Bill? The party started early. Pecan gets the shout-out love from the nerd. Nerd gets the nerd call from Pecan. The Reverend Wild Bill gets the Hoya from Pecan. Pecan, my supportive friend, is also a supportive member. BF Chang emojis are abound from my friend Pecan, the maker of all those great WWE videos. What's up, Pecan? Brian Claude, FJM checks in. My eyes got screwy. Good afternoon to you all, says FJM, my regional friend. How you doing? FJM to Cal from Pecan. Pecan Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. FJM, the calcified kid, gets the shout-out love from the Reverend Wild Bill. Space Nerd gets the Gano from the Reverend Wild Bill. Oh shit, says the Reverend Wild Bill. The Nightbots are running all of our friends' bot. Nightbot, ahoy from the Reverend Wild Bill. BF got me high. You weren't supposed to tell anybody, Terry Nee. Damn. You kiss and tell, you smoke and tell, you do everything. How you doing, my friend Terry Nee? I have on my sheet down here a Terry Nee knowledge break we'll get to today. That's right, Terry Nee contributes to the vibe right here. So we're going to see what Terry contributed later during the Terry Nee knowledge break. How you doing, my friend Terry, on a Tuesday? The Reverend Wild Bill says hi to Terry Nee, HIGH, and happy birthday. The lovely Reenie checking in with her positive vibes on the daily. Says good morning, and we roll along. Terry Nee gets the shout-out love and a Tikal from Pecan. Reenie, you get the Hoya from Pecan as well. Tikal, birthday Tuesday, says Terry Nee. Hoya Pecan from Reenie. Terry Nee, Tikal from the Reverend Wild Bill. Josh in Tennessee, the hard worker. I was just talking about you yesterday. Josh in Tennessee. Tennessee. Here we go. There's your horn right here. I said, you know what? I said a lot of times, Josh is listening, but he's working too hard in those trucks, and for safety reasons, he can't always chat us up, but welcome, Josh in Tennessee, my Aquarius friend. Bones and Hoya from Skull checking in. Hanging out and super chatting and watching Perry Caravella live last night. There were some great media shares for Media Share Monday. How you doing, my friend Skull checking in? Just Bart checks in. It's not a complete one. I'm assuming he's home, Bart, but you still got to let us know. I'm trusting for now, since it's been over a month and you've been on a streak, that you're still home and healthy, my friend Bart. The Reverend Wild Bill checks in with a Hoya for Josh in Tennessee. Hoya, Josh from Reenie. Pecan shouts out Josh in Tennessee. Tikal to the Reverend Wild Bill. Tikal from Terry Nee. The Reverend Wild Bill says Skull Hoya. Josh in Tennessee shouts out Pecan. Hello, just Bart from the lovely Reenie checking in. The Reverend Wild Bill shouts out Reenie with a Hoya. Can you get a Hoya? We haven't done a Hoya, so you get the Hoya.
Can I get a Hoya? Get a Hoya. Can I get a Hoya? Can I get a Hoya?
Hoya! And we continue on with the opening chat family check-in. The next person is Pecan shouting out Skull. The Nightbot is running my membership link right there. Just Bart Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Just Bart gets the Hoya from Pecan. Skull says, I fell asleep listening to Perry last night, and I do that a lot, Skull, so maybe we'll have to cruise over to Twitter X, and maybe we'll look at some of the stuff that they've put up about last night, because Perry was certainly being very Perry last night. He had his brand new shirts on. You probably saw that with the rainbow on it from the Acura Grand Prix, and he was all boasting about, and we wanted him to cut him. But so I have to go over and Perry talk and see how all that went. Tuesday. That's right. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. We're going to have twice the fun today. Such a sweet sensation with a good vibration as well, Reenie. Vegetarians. We're not doing that today, Wild Bill. But we normally do Rock You Like a Horoscope or the Soulful Horoscope readings right here at the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and on Fridays at the end of the week. So we'll do them tomorrow. Skull shouts out Bones to the Reverend Wild Bill and Pecan. Balls Deep, my friend, checks in and says, lurking and listening. Thanks, BF Live and friends, and thanks for picking up those vibes, and thanks for putting out some in the chat. Yo Boomer says, Tyranny, not true. I repeat, not true. I'm on the Boomer fence. You're on the Boomer side. I am not. Balls Deep, Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Pecan shouts out, Balls Deep. Good. Oh, sounding good. Proper modulation. Thank you, Reverend Wild Bill. Thank you. Yeah, and I did my best to hold my shit together and not lose my shit. I don't know, you guys can be the judge of how well I did, but, I was definitely getting aggravated and irritated when things don't work and you're under that pressure of a live situation. But I like to think I've handled it fairly well. Just Bart says, the Reverend Wild Bill, Pecan, good afternoon, people. We're going to get to our segments real soon. I'm going to slide over to the news desk, and I'm going to bring a few not so serious news stories here because this is our chat family bubble. We tune out the outside world, and we create our own vibes right here. That's coming up right after this. Skull says, Bones to Just Bart, hope you're doing well, sir. Hey, everybody from space, Chief 75, hero of the skies. He has art so bold it mesmerizes, and you can hit him up in his DMs on Twitter X right under the same name, Space Chief 75. He'll give you all that exclusive art, and look for his link for his TeePublic store running in my chat. Just Bart says, home and washing dishes, doing good every day. Let's go. That's it, Just Bart. You know why? Because dare I say, we're going to take a little credit, and I think the chat family is giving you positive vibes now. Maybe something you haven't had in your health regime before. FJM checks in and says, just give me a heads up before we go down Scott's hole. I will be needing my safety rope. That's right, you got to put that rope on and put that stick on, the 2x4 on your back. And don't want anybody getting stuck in the hole. Thank you, FJM, for your safety. Pecan shouts out Space Chief 75. Space Chief 75 gets acknowledgement from the Reverend Wild Bill. He gets the HIGH and the Hoya. Space Chief 75 shouts out Pecan. The Reverend Wild Bill gets the love from Space Chief right back. Bones to Space Chief 75 from Skull. Just Bart says, Skull, I'm doing good. Just washing dishes and cleaning the kitchen today. Skull gets the shout out love from Space Chief. Reenie says, I'm knee deep on a crochet. I thought I said crotch at first. I'm knee deep on a crochet wrap, I guess is what you're saying. I'm making for my little sister. Her birthday is 4/20 and she doesn't smoke weed. But why did you crochet me a weed blanket for my birthday, sis, when you know that I don't smoke weed? I think somebody was inspired. Well, there you go. That's right, folks. And my sister's been reminding me that. When I couldn't remember the date of Easter, it is this upcoming Sunday, 4/20, bro. So it's going to be a little extra green grass, not just in your basket, on Sunday. Annoyed Group home supervisor says, I'm happy to announce we got rid of the evil this morning. He has shipped off to Florida. Oh, my God. Well, this is a reference to my friend Andrew from No Filter with Andrew and Friends, which you'll have to tune in tonight to see if Andrew's on it. Because our boy Andrew, who I've done sports heads with in the past, let me see. You know Andrew, the sexy guy that is the host of a No Filter with Andrew and Friends on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Well, right now, according to the messages I've been following, my boy is boarded on a jet plane and he is heading for FLA. So that's what the Annoyed Group home supervisors now checking in, saying that now he's out of the way, we can talk shit about Andrew. Welcome to the group. FJM says, getting dinner all prepped now. It's time to get high at high noon. I like that. Don't tempt me with a good time because I always got one at the ready. And I got my butane in it. I got it gassed up. Let's go. Paid my taxes today. Those thieving bastards. That's right, folks. It is one of those unfortunate days, or maybe fortunate enough, Terry. And you know, my wife did them soon enough for myself, for our family, and our daughter. And don't you know, she got like one kickback in her, whatever. It's a whole thing, and she's dead on right about it. They're wrong about it. Oh, let me go. Come on up. Just a second, please. There he goes. Yes, we're going to get into this because this is on Twitter X. That Hot Amy song that Dio Brando dropped last night was fire. You are right, buddy. Amy is smoking hot. That badongadonk is on display. Even Perry couldn't resist her. Perry, she is hot. You got to admit it.
Shut the fuck up.
She is hot. I don't care what you say or how much money she stole from you. Rini says exactly, FJM, it's break time in the middle of the day. Shayna's dried snatch is also here saying, I'm so dry. Can someone help me, please? Oh my God. So if you follow the trials and tribulations of our boy Andrew, and ever since Andrew and Shayna are no longer together, now Shayna's dried snatch shows up in the chat. Can someone help me, please? Well, I don't know, Shayna, unless you can get to Florida, where Mr. Big Time is living now. How you doing, Shayna? It's dried snatch. Shayna's dried snatch, Hoyer from Pecan. I like the annoyed group supervisor gets the laugh from Rini. I go know nothing. What do you know? Let me see. I got that right here. I can know nothing. FJM says, because it was Monday, it just turned out that way. And you can't trust that day, I've also heard. FJM, it was one of them, man, but I pushed through it. Jeffro and Shayna, the new power couple, now that Andrew and Shayna are no longer together, he says, we have you down at a yes on our wedding RSVP. Should we put you down for popcorn or hot dogs for the banquet dinner? Ooh. Don't go, you're going all hot dogs. Don't get all extravagant. Just for me, Jeffro and Shayna, congratulations on your upcoming nuptials. Tits McGee checks in and says, oh, I almost rode a moose. Hoya chat family, it's snowing. Enough already. Well, that's our Canadian friend. I think you said you had snow in your porch like 2 weeks ago, 2 feet, like a couple weeks ago. The Widow Killer checks in. Come on, buddy. That sound effect reminded me that I need to ask Bob if there is a Levy horse in the Kentucky Derby this year, or the opening chat family check-in. Yeah, I have to see what's up with all that. Here we go. A Levy horse. All right. There you go. What's up, Widow Killer? How you doing, my friend? Hoya, Tits, it's cold here, says Rini. Tits McGee, Hoya from Pecan. We're almost at the bottom of the opening chat family check-in. Rini, stay inside, says Tits McGee. The Widow Killer gets the Hoya and acknowledgement from our friend Pecan checking in. The Reverend Wild Bill at Tits McGee, I almost rode a moose today. Hoya almost cut my hair. Tits McGee almost rode a moose. Pecan is the most reliable person in my life, says Tits McGee. Hoya to the Space Nerd from Josh in Tennessee. A friend with weed is a friend indeed. Don't we know that, Rainey? Reverend Wild Bill getting the love from Tits McGee. Widow Killer Hoya. The Reverend Wild Bill says, Tits McGee, I almost rode a moose. Just remember, God gave handlebars on a moose. There you go. Hold on to them antlers. The Nightbot's running all of our bots. Sorry about that, or for not saying that he was home. Yes, doing good. Just doing some housework and dishes. That makes 3 of us because I fell asleep watching his ass also. Well, that's funny that we all admit that because it kind of does. But then what wakes you up, guys, when Perry goes off, like he starts screaming? I think I fell asleep watching it last night, too. And all of a sudden he went off on one of his rants and I went, and then I got up and I took my ass to bed. We'll check in on Perry later on. Then not a thing. I think you kept your Shyt together real good. Couldn't tell how bad it bothered you. Oh, my God. Hoya, everyone. There he is checking in from across the pond. Dang, motherfucking lizard. How you doing, man? We're getting ready to, we're going to wrap up this chat family check, and I'm going to do the news, and we're going to get on with the show. Some fun articles and sounds and videos. You know how it goes here. You welcome Space Chief 75. Hit him up on Twitter X. Hoya Dang Lizard from Rini. Dang Lizard gets the Hoya from Pecan. Dang Lizard gets acknowledgement from, I like everybody jumps on the Reverend Wild Bill. Good morning to me from the Space Nerd checking in, well, nerd. Hello. Hello. My voice went, hello, nerd. I'm by myself now. Hopefully my sound is proper quality. I will give you echo and I will say, nerd. There you go. You got a nerd call. How you doing? Thank you, FJM. You heard me like getting to the edge where I was going to say it, right? I was like, guys, I'm starting to think that this isn't worth pursuing, a project worth pursuing. But because you guys were so cool and the numbers weren't dropping and you were kind of into me getting the show on, I persevered for and because of you guys. Good morning. Happy tax days at Space Nerd. Oh my God. You got to be happy. I know it's bittersweet for you, right? Because you've been telling us that you kind of have a temporary situation helping with the taxes. So it's probably bittersweet, but it is the 15th. It's tax day. So you got to have them in postmarked by midnight or have your extension filed before midnight. Hoya to Josh from Space Nerd. Rini says, absolutely, FJM. That tech thing happened to a lot of folks. Really, Rini, did you see that trend happening yesterday? Well, much like Bob and the whole full moon thing and with the horoscopes and all, Rini, I definitely believe that life is cyclical. And so that's pretty good that you're telling me that, because if I would have read my horoscope yesterday before I did the show, I likely wouldn't have done a show yesterday. Hoya Rini from Space Nerd. Willow Killer says, I saw Evil in Florida and assumed it was about Perry. Oh, boy. Well, he was supposed to be going there maybe to open Moopers. We'll have to go check some Perry Talk. Nerd, how you doing from Rini? Puff Puff Pass says the Remwa Bill. There's Popkey checking in. He's coming in with his absentee note from yesterday. Hoya, everyone. I couldn't check in yesterday. It sounds like there may have been some technical difficulties. Yeah, bro. If you wanted to see a technical fiasco, brother, my mixer was like dying on me slowly during the show. It was automatically like taking my sound out. And at one point, it didn't even like acknowledge that I was using this mic anymore. Chris Popke, the great creator, the super talented creator of gems like this.
I love my car. It's too valuable to me, and it's in way too good of condition to me, and I will never get rid of it. You see?
My car. Perry Tunes by Popkey.
I love my car, and I take good care of my car. It's still in good shape. The seats aren't torn. My car. When the plastic or the leather starts cracking, then it's time to replace that. Or get a whole new vehicle. Good day.
Tax season is crazy for accountants, nerd, says our friend Rini. I'm good, busy hands in a few, so I'll be lurking. All right, busy hands in a few. Very good. Tits McGee says, still snow on my porch. Mandy Diff checks in, the lovely Mandy Diff. The resident fishing expert. How you doing, Mandy Diff checking in? Mandy Diff getting the Hoya and the hugs from Peacunt and Rini. Mandy Diff gives it right back to Rini, Peacunt, and the nerd. Love from the nerd. Hoya Mandy from Space Nerd. Popkey says, I woke up to a Levy Horse gifted membership this morning. I haven't watched Bob in months. So thanks, I guess, says for our friend Chris Popkey. And you got it just in time. I think Bob said he's going to be off this week. Oh, hail, Blocky Fran, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Who's that guy? I have no idea who that is.
Welcome to BF Live. I love blocking people from chat. I am Blocky Fran.
I never even said that.
Oh, yeah.
I never even said Hoya neither. I'll find another job soon, says the nerd. Fingers crossed. There's only like 3 employees left at the IRS, so feel free to cheat, says our friend Chris Popke. Out of all the days to have your taxes due, they choose the day that Lincoln died. How about that? I do see that today is the anniversary of they had Lincoln laying in state after his assassination. Good history fact there. Hey everyone, just checking in from Tiffany, Washington. Emailed you a short preview video I'm working on. All right, thank you. I will look for that. Let me look for that now before I forget. Oop, let me see. I put this over here. I open this up over here. I go to BF Live 420. I bring that over here. I put that over there. I go to I'm assuming that's where it's at. There it is. Oh, BF, have a little preview of your next video. What we got here, buddy? Oh, shit. Let me see what Dang Lizard, there's nothing more that I love than the fun that you guys have with the crazy shit that we do right here, what all of us do, the Dabbleverse, whatever this is in general that we do. So this is from our friend Dang Lizard, not yet another talented friend right here in the chat. I'm going to show you. I want to share screen. Here we go. Share screen. Oh, I know why. Hang on a second. Because I got to take this link and I got to bring it over to this window. Copy. Boom. And then I put it in here and then I paste it. Boom. Then I hit it, and then I share it with you. This is our friend Dang Lizard, his new latest creation right here. Uh-oh. I know you're going to love it. Let's go. It's a preview. It's the Spider Alamar dance from our friend Dang Lizard right here on the Vibe. Speaking Catalano. Yeah, come on, man. There you go. So that's our boy Dang Lizard. Thanks for sending me that video that we could have some fun with here, Dang. I appreciate that. I don't know why I left the tax. I got the tax day banner up. Let's go back to the comments and see who's checking in. We got Joey's posing like Princess Leia when Luke finds her. Yeah, laying down. Spider Alamar forever. I think that's the most I've seen of Spider Alamar. The Hoya Reverend Wild Bill over there on Rumble giving Rumble some love. Go Spider, go. Go Spidey, go. Joey from our friend. Let me see. I think, did I miss somebody coming here? Yes, I did. I missed. Blood checking in. What up, Blood? Ooh. We can't like that. Yeah, we got to change things maybe. Lincoln created the income tax to fund the war. There's a little history fact from our friend Blood checking in. PCL chat family. We got Free Spider, we got Pay Spider hashtags coming in, and a lot of fun, and a lot more fun to come, folks. I'm going to get over to my news desk soon, but not before we wrap up this opening chat family check-in. Come on, let's get on with the show, folks.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
We're talking amongst ourselves. You're talking to me, and vibes are being created right here on the Vibe Stream Show. 287, 13 shows away from 300 shows. I'm super excited about that. I can't believe that I would have time or a great crowd like you to watch even one show. So thank you very much. Let's do this, and let's go to some of this stuff that I got here. Play a little video instead. I'm gonna show you a little Mandy. You're here, so this is a perfect time to show Mandy Diff and all of you, my resident fishing expert, Mandy Diff. Let's watch this video here. When you want to go sword fishing, Mandy, this is a fishing story. Let's go. My dude jumps in the water and goes after the swordfish. BF, I've got copyright music in the BF. BF. Oh, it's the vibe. We're gonna jump in ocean for swordfish. Oh, come in and grab him sword. Oh. He went WWE on his ass, Blood. My dude jumped on his back and grabbed his sword, it looked like. Look, so see what goes on. Like, I think he gets upset because he knows they're going to miss out on this great fish, right? So he's working the boat. He's trying to bring them in, but then I think the swordfish breaks away right as they gets to the surface, and dude like goes crazy. Look. He's got his hand on him, like he's almost bringing him in by the sword. It looks like just like Perry does.
Shut the fuck up.
You pull in Randy by his sword. Oh, he's like, nope. Bro, and it wasn't even like he still had a handle on him. He like did a clean jump off the boat and jumped on his back. Oh, yeah, we're jumping in ocean. Oh, good grief. That's dangerous. Let it go. That's right. He could have punctured his heart with that shit or something. He could have pulled old Steve Irwin or something. That's how Australian guy died. That's right. Terry Nick Crikey. I got swordfish in my heart. There you go. That was fucking awesome. That's what we like to do. I like to find some cool videos to throw in between the fun segments that we like to do here. Seems like everybody enjoyed that. That was extremely dumb, says Popkey. Stingray Terry. Yeah, that's right. Crikey. That's right. It was a stingray, but basically it was the behavior of the thinking that you could just jump in the ocean and coexist among them. That'll get you killed anywhere, especially down under with swordfish and stingrays. All right, folks. Well, I know I got a few stories that we can have fun talking about at length. So I'm going to make my way over to my news desk right now, and we do the not so serious news. You know, this is our bubble. You can get the serious news everywhere else out in the world. This is the Vibe Not So Serious News. That's right, folks. I'm over here in my spacious new studio. coming at you, and I'm going to bring you a few news stories, some different stories. The Vibe, not so serious news. So let's have fun with some of these stories today and talk about them at length. For my first news story today, I want to talk about an actual news story. This is talking about the Blue Origin rocket that was fired up yesterday. Blue Origin is the company owned by Jeff Bezos, who is the owner of Amazon and the Washington Post, among other things. He's rich as shit. So Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez, who is his fiance, they clap back at critics over the Blue Origin mission. Say, I get really fired up. So I understand that Gayle King, his fiance, Katy Perry, and among a few people went up there, actually went up, and they're kind of doing the thing where they're kind of just experiencing some zero gravity for a while and getting in the atmosphere for about 10 minutes or so, and then they're coming back down. But what I found interesting, and I think this just sounds like player hating to me. I'm Bobby Cronkite, and this is the Not So Serious News. Okay, these women are not aware. Well, let's check this out, nerd, because I'm very curious as to what the backlash is, and I'm trying to figure out if there's any positives or negatives. I'm kind of neutral on it. I wasn't upset about this, but apparently some other famous women were. Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez have clapped back, where they clapping cheeks, at those criticizing them for participating in the all-female Blue Origin NS-13 mission. That was another thing that's distinguished this mission also, is that it was its first entire female flight crew since I believe the Soviets did it, a singular, back in the 60s. We'll get into that detail soon. The star-studded team of women that also included Katy Perry, civil rights activist Amanda Nguyen, ex-NASA engineer Aisha Bowe, and film producer Carrie-Ann Flynn became the first all-women crew to visit since the Soviets cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova took a solo flight in 1963. However, celebrities like Amy Schumer, Olivia Wilde, and Olivia Munn, the Olivias are really ganging up on her. I've never heard them two Olivias gang up on anything. They appeared less than pleased that the women were participating in the historic space mission and made their opinions known publicly. Hey guys, you see what that rocket looks like, right? I'm just saying. I think they might have a Blue Origin in their dresser that maybe they bought from Jeff's company. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, so here's these powerful women or whatever, and you can see the little video in the corner of them landing right there, all kissing the ground when they landed in that Blue Origin space cap. So it says Gayle King, 70 years old, she addressed the criticisms hours after landing on a successful 11 minutes in space. So this is all they're doing. They're simply just kind of throwing themselves up in the atmosphere for as kind of as long as it will linger up there, and then they time it, and then it comes down, kind of the where they want it. It says anybody that's criticizing it doesn't really understand what is happening here, the journalist told People. We can all speak to the response we're getting from young women and young girls about what this represents. The fiance of Blue Origin's founder and billionaire Jeff Bezos also responded to some of those criticisms shortly after the launch and said it only got her more fired up. I really get fired up, and I would love to have them come to Blue Origin and see the thousands of employees that just don't work here, but they put their hearts and souls into this vehicle, Sanchez, 55, told the outlet. The fiance of Blue Origin founder and billionaire Jeff Bezos also responded to those criticisms shortly after the launch and said it only... Oh, got her more... Wait a minute, it just skipped on me. Here we go. It says they love their work and they love their mission, and it's a big deal to them. So here they are, Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez, but I'm curious from nerd or anybody, I really don't care. I mean, this is just rich people and celebrities going to be rich, and celebrities, they're going to do what they do. But a lot of these famous women, they were saying they didn't really care for, like I said, like Amy Schumer. Even model Emily Ratajkowski also joined in and went on a rant about how the women's short space voyage and others like it are damaging Mother Earth. That space mission this morning, ? That's the end of time shit, and this is beyond parody, Ratajkowski told her TikTok followers in a selfie-styled video filmed in a car. That you care about Mother Earth, and it's about Mother Earth, and you're going up in a spaceship that is built and paid for by a company that is single-handedly destroying the planet. I don't know about that. Blue Origin's new Shepard 31 launched at 9:30 a.m. from the company's West Texas base, carrying all 6 crewmates. All right, so there you go. So you guys basically get it. I'm going to see what you're saying in the chat. And they actually said that Katy Perry, who's back here, they actually said that she sung in space. And some people were saying if that would have happened to me, I would have jumped out of the cabin. I would have jumped out in space or something like that. Let's see what you all think about this first story before we get on to the next one. Let me see. Let's see. We got this. These women are not aware, says Space Nerd. Oh, I value your opinion. These women are not astronauts. They did, right? They go on to say that they do enough legal flight training to get them up there, Space Nerd. And they had them do like 3, what they call like little critical science experiments or something, I guess to justify their existence up there. Why don't rockets ever blow up when you want them to? Right, see, you got the Challenger, you got all those great people, and then, right. That reminds me of that Sam Kinison joke. We can't get, Stevie Ray Vaughan's dead, and we can't get John Bon Jovi on a helicopter, or something like that, Pop. He said the same kind of thing. Similar thing. All right, let's continue on with the virus. I'm checking my phone and doing multitasking. Peacunt says, right. Rich biatches in space. That's all this is. Like, that reminds me of the Pigs in Space theme from Muppet going on back there. Rich biatches in space. Widow Killer says Katy Perry is taking a page out of Perry's book and getting a tattoo that says astronaut.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't say it, but she's probably going to do that shit. You know it. Let's see. Astro twats. Oh my God. Astro twats. Here we go. Send them bitches into outer space.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Not astronauts. And that's very interesting that you say that, Space Nerd, because, I mean, we were promised this whole commercial, like any Joe Public or Joe Blow would be able to, like citizens would be able to fly in space. So, I'm not going to say that there isn't a valuable way to train somebody and get them up in space, but yeah, was it necessary? And was this all for the publicity or what? Right? Do you even care? It was an expensive amusement ride, says Terry Nee, who I believe they say you have to put at least $150,000, not even knowing the price, if you just want to secure a spot on there. And then I saw another part of the article where they said Jeff Bezos kind of put up the money for this. So maybe people are upset because of that. It's just a billionaire extravagance, and some people think that it's not any good for the earth to do this, but you weigh the balance of polluting the earth doing the thing or the value of maybe affecting the next generation of women astronauts. I guess that's their justification if I'm playing devil's advocate. Mikey is here and he is thirsty. He's thirsty. He don't need 1 milk.
He needs some milk.
He needs 2 milks.
He needs some milk.
Mikey 2 milks in the house on a Tuesday. Electric Gino. Where's Electric Gino? I didn't see him. Hey, okay, there he is. I just read the comment. Electric Gino. Electric Gino. How you doing, buddy? We have a lot of fun hanging out in the Perry chat last night. The Wendy's Twitter response was great. I did not see Wendy's Twitter response. I would love to get Wendy and Bobby Nick on here live and see what she get at live reaction right here from the one and only Wendy Pack if they ever wake up today. Electric Head Gino says, howdy Peacunt and everyone else. Mikey Tumos gets the Hoyer from Peacunt. Terry Nee says exactly to the nerd. It's a big deal. I live in space. And there you go. See, big deal. Peacunt brother from Mikey Two Milks. They couldn't squeeze Oprah into one of those jumpsuits. Hi-yo. She wasn't far enough along in her Ozempic treatments there, Popke. Her regimen. Hero of the Sky, Space Chief 75 from the nerd. Nope, not my cup of tea, says Tiffany Washington about going in space. They should have Wendy with them. That would be awesome if they took Wendy to outer space. Now you're talking.
I feel like cutting my legs off. Just let my dog rape me. I want the power!
I want to go to outer space!
I want a shower!
There's Wendy.
I want the power! I'm going nuts! I'm hungry! Come on, somebody rape me, guys! Damn it!
We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13.
Wendy in space. Oh shit, there she went, Wendy in space. I'd love to get Wendy on here today when they wake up and get a reaction about that. Hey, Space Nerd from the Chief. I would absolutely do it if I had the moolah, says Space Nerd. Terry Nee says, the minutes of silence on Earth was fabulous. It did get noticeably quieter yesterday. Like the entire planet just seemed a little quieter when I went outside, Terry Nee. You're not wrong. That popped Earth's cherry. Hi-yo. There you go. Exactly. William Shatner going to space was a big deal because he's Captain Kirk. Exactly, Widow Killer. Popke says, what's up with these billionaire nerds? How come none of them can get hot chicks? Once a nerd, always a nerd, I guess. Why? Why? Just because she's building her face slowly there? I mean, what is that? What do you mean, Popke? The flight... They did flight attendant training.
I got you, nerd. Tourist, not astronaut, says our friend Skull. I wasn't, I guess, the extravagance of it, but the thing that caught me the most off guard about this was the female reaction. The very, I named at least 4 female celebrities. Amy, what's her face being among them? It's an advertisement, right? It's an advertisement. It's a PR stunt, if you will, Electric Age Gino. I concur, and I agree with that. Bezos, was looking for a marriage out. Oh, yeah. He was hoping she'd be out there floating in space. Yeah, that girl seems like a little, that's my opinion. The pics Wendy would send Bobby Nick from space. Oh, shit in space. They'd be turds floating in space if Wendy had her way. FJM says, wouldn't need an extra boost for that Oprah rocket. We ain't got no Oprah rocket. We got an Origin rocket. And I got the next story in the BF Live Not So Serious News. In my second story, it also involves travel, but a little closer to the earth in this next story. This story involves passengers that were trapped on a plane were freed thanks to the strength of a 76-year-old NFL legend that was on the plane. It's Terry Bradshaw, because there's this picture. There was good news and bad news for passengers on a recent flight to Pittsburgh. The bad news was that the door was stuck for about a half an hour. The good news is that they can thank Steelers legend Terry Bradshaw for breaking them free. According to CBS Pittsburgh, the 76-year-old NFL legend helped save the day on a recent flight from Dallas-Fort Worth when the door of the plane failed to open after landing. The pilot announced, and you could kind of hear the chuckling as he said, thanks to the strength of one of our passengers, we were finally able to get the door open. And so I think we all knew that it was alluding to Mr. Bradshaw. Passenger Selah Gamble said to CBS Pittsburgh. Bradshaw is a legend in Pittsburgh. The Pro Football Hall of Famer led the Steelers to 4 Super Bowl titles from 1975 to 1980. Bradshaw is familiar face on the NFL fans these days. Since 1994, he's been co-host of Fox NFL Sunday's NFL pregame coverage. It's been a while since Bradshaw was in playing shape, so when he suggested that he could help passengers get off the plane by forcing the door open, Gamble didn't think that he was serious. Oh, he got that old boy Texas strength, and even though he's old, he's like an old stubborn bull. The quote says, I mean, honestly, I was just ready to get off the flight, but the guy next to me had made the joke that they should have him bust the door down. And I was like, well, maybe he could have a few years ago. So I'm definitely eating my words, this lady Gamble told CBS Pittsburgh. Bradshaw was heading to Pittsburgh to take part in a roast of former teammate Mel Blount. This year marks 50th anniversary of Bradshaw and Mel Blount winning the first Pittsburgh's of 6 championship titles. For Terry Bradshaw, got him off the plane. Old Terry Bradshaw. Let's see. Extra booze. We're taking off from there. Widow Killer says, would a spacesuit be able to handle Wendy's bowel movements? That's right. I did a story a couple days ago, Widow Killer, where NASA is actually putting out a challenge to young entrepreneurs or inventors for that very problem, because we reported there are currently 96 bags of human waste that are on the moon from the Apollo missions. So they are looking for a meaningful way, and maybe Wendy needs to help them test that whatever system they have out, because if it can pass the Wendy test, it can pass any test. Oh, I hear it. There we go. JFK Head Jones checking in. How you doing, JFK? I'm doing much better today. I have proper modulation right here. JFK Head Chunk. There we go. Oh. Headshot. There you go, buddy. Pecan shouts out to JFK Head Chunk. Terry Bradshaw laughs. Space Chief 75. Spelled Terry. Stacy Terry. Oh. Because, and I know what that refers to, because Stacey Allen, who might be lurking, but she is accused of Terry of having an effeminate name. And so Terry quickly points out macho terriers like Terry Bradshaw and Terry Crews. Not the Bones. Ooh, what's up? Not the Bees 2098. My friend from the Perry Caravello Live chat family, Bones to the Demons, he says, we were hanging out last night. Peacunt, Bones my dude. Skull gets Bones to the Bees. Steelers rule, says Tiffany Washington. Not the Bees, Bones up brother from Peacunt. Not the Bees 2098, Skull, and Bones up to all the demon right here in the chat as I continue on my next story in the Vibe Not So Serious News. We're going to have fun right here. We're going to do a little Perry talk later. I'll check the National Day calendar. I got some WTF. What the fuck is this? I got some video categories. When I look at them, I'm like, I don't even know what these things are. And so when I have these things together, I have a category. I have a little subject here, a little segment I call WTF. What the fuck is this? We'll watch some of those later. But right now, we're doing the not so serious news. And in this story in the not so serious news, a good old deer wanders into a YMCA in Kentucky. And I'll show you the video of it. Police in Kentucky responded to the local YMCA to eject an unusual trespasser, a deer. Now, you might say BF, could say BF, there might be one of these stories of deers walking in or jumping through windows every day. What is so special about this one? I'm going to show you as soon as I play the video after I read this to you. The Louisville Metro Police Department said on social media that officers responded to the Chestnut Street YMCA on a report of a trespasser refusing to leave. When officers arrived on the scene, we were met with a subject literally staring us with a deer in the headlights look, the post said. To our surprise, the YMCA doesn't offer memberships to deer. Who knew? The post included a video of the deer being escorted back outdoors. Police said they have seen an increase in reports of deer wandering into urban areas, likely due to recent floods. Now, like I said, folks, I probably could literally, if I scoured the internet close enough every day, I could probably find a story of a deer jumping through in or out of windows and jumping in stores. But there's something interesting. I've never seen what I'm about to show you right now, this reaction of a deer when they try to escort it out of a building. Check this out.
Do you mind keeping the kids away from all this?
The kids away, yes. Yeah. Harmony, get over here now.
Harmony, get over here, dear. All right, so, whoop, there you go. I was going to try to pause it, but when you pause it, it just takes it. So you can see the deer, he's just like standing, he's like just standing right there, and everybody's like chill around him. Dude standing there in his red kind of jacket. People are at the reception desk. Watch this.
Hold on, brother. I'll tell you what. Here, I'm gonna walk behind you. Do me a favor. What's up? Stand right over here for me, okay? Yeah, I got you. Or stand over here. I want.
That deer is pretty chill because normally when they get in, feel like trapped, they go nuts, and that's why you see so many of them jumping out of a window. And then when they get around people on top of this, check this out.
I want to feel like you can walk through these doors. Are you able to keep those doors manually open? Let's see if we can get this.
This cop's going. He's going to negotiate with the deer now.
Hi, girl.
Hyundai Elantra versus Nissan Sentra. What the hell? Okay. Look what Elantra has and what Sentra doesn't.
Look at just escorting them out the door. I hear something playing in the background. I don't know if you guys hear that or not. Let me see. There's something else playing on this page. All right, here we go. Let me go back to it. Here we go. But yeah, the whole thing about this video, guys, is I've never seen a deer be so calm in these circumstances. I've never seen a deer allow a human being to like put their hand on them and stay calm about it and basically mush them or push them out the door.
You're trespassing from the property, girl, okay?
Normally at this point, most deer are freaking the frick out. I cannot believe how calm this is. He's already in a prison in El Salvador. We can't get him out, don't we? Terry Nee said it's catatonic. No, it looks like a deer to me. It don't look nothing like a cat, Terry Nee. You saw this the other day. Whoa.
Hey, you want to take a picture of me?
Yeah, I got you.
Appreciate you, boss.
175 David 1811. 1, 2, 3. Oh, why'd you look?
Look, he's stopping people and getting them. Hey, bro, while the two cops are standing there, can you give me a selfie for the gram, for the TikToks?
Appreciate you, dog.
For the TikToks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, officer.
Yes, ma'am. You guys have a good one.
Shut the fuck up.
No. I appreciate it. I think she's just tired. All right, we're gonna go this way, buddy.
Oh dear. It was a doe, a deer, a female deer. But it ain't complaining though. It's not talking the whole time. But yeah, I've never seen anything. This deer is so calm. It's like, all right, I'll be gone. See y'all later. There you go. That's what went down. So, like I said, I've never seen a deer in that many. Oh, I see it backstage. I've never seen a deer in that many situations like that calm. So much stimuli, knowing that it's trapped inside of a building and calm as shit. Well, let's see what our friend backstage thinks about it, and let's see what he thinks about my sound quality and everything today. And we'll get past all of that and act like it never happened. But let's bring him in first. He's my bro. He's your bro. You know who it is. It's the Prop Master, Scott Fitzpatrick, coming in.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Scott. How you hearing me today, buddy?
You're sounding good, BF. Everything sounds good.
Proper modulation. Thank you, boy. That was a fiasco yesterday. You know, Scott. They said that I hid my paranoia, my aggravation pretty well yesterday, bro. I don't know. You've known me a little longer.
Yeah, I've known you a little bit longer, and I could see it. I even see it when somebody in the chat was kind of giving you hell. I could see. I could see you wanted to crack, but you kept it together, man.
Yeah, man. I did. Like I said, they all agreed. I like to think I did the best I could under those situations, but we're past that now. It's Tuesday. We're past it, man. Did you just happen to see that story of that deer like being gently escorted out of a building, Scott?
I've seen the first half of it, but getting ready to get on here, I missed the second half of it. I don't know the outcome, but I've seen that.
Oh, but okay, yeah, okay. Let's play one more time for my boy Scott, because this is worth seeing, because I know you encountered deer out in the wild. Matter of fact, you provided us about a year or more ago with a picture of an albino deer that you saw out in the wild, and we went up, did the research, and there's like 1 in 30,000 deer are albino, Scott.
Right. Yep.
So you're getting like weird visits from deer, but this just wandered in Kentucky, a YMCA, and like I was telling everybody, deer wandering or jumping through in and out of windows isn't really an odd story. You can almost find it every day. The thing I was most taken by was how it ended. How the deer did not freak out.
Do you mind keeping the kids away from all this?
Kids away, yes. Harmony, get over here now.
Yeah, Harmony. So you see that? He's standing there with the dude.
I'll tell you what. Here, I'm gonna walk behind you. Do me a favor.
It's loud as shit in my ear.
Stand right over here for me, okay? Or stand over here. I want it to feel like you can walk through these doors.
Right.
Are you able to keep those?
Like I can't believe what, like, you figured all you normally need just add another person that makes them feel pressure, Scott, and they're just gone, right?
Right. Yeah.
Look at this. Now watch.
Okay.
Normally it'd be bouncing off the walls.
Yeah. He's negotiating. Look, and then he touched it, Scott. I can't
trespass from the property, girl. Okay?
Touched it. Like just. I wouldn't want to be near the back for that leg kick if it got scared or something, Scott.
Yep.
Look. Now, Terry thinks it was catatonic. Some people think that it was like tired and freaked out by this point, Scott. Maybe that's why it was so calm.
Charlie, I have the deer out of the property. It's gonna be standing with me right here.
Look, and then dude comes and they want one for the gram. Watch.
216 Baker Radio, this year now, only 10-8. 216 Baker.
Watch,
hey, you
look.
want to take a picture of me? Yeah, I got you. Appreciate you, boss.
You're not gonna arrest me next time you see me, are you? You my boy, right? I took that picture, right? Look, he even got that stupid thumbs up on his cam, like, let's do it for the gram. We caught a deer.
You're welcome.
Thank you, officer.
Yes, ma'am. You guys have a good one.
It ate some shrooms. Hey, Nimrod, how you doing? Checking in on this day. The cop and that deer are married now.
I think she's just tired. All right, we're gonna go this way, buddy.
Imagine if Chelino says, imagine if that deer were black, it would be dead. Now, come on, sounds like they went in the hood, Chelino, and they did it right this time. How you doing, brother? Look at that. There you go. It's a white deer. Vision, dream for passion. But that's what got me the most about that, Scott. All the handling and how calm it was in all of those situations.
Normally, when you see those videotapes, the deer's bouncing off the walls like a
going off. Going off like I'm out of here. You can't rationalize with them. You certainly can't touch them. I've never seen anything like that. All right.
Yep.
Hey,
I had a squirrel in my car once that was just, I couldn't hardly get him out, and he would hit every. It just wouldn't hit the door hole, It just would just.
The only place I had a squirrel in the ceiling many years ago when they pulled back the flashing and they got in the opening, and I would go up there and like chase the squirrel and it would talk shit back at me. He'd go, like, hey motherfucker, this is my house. I had to like flush him out of my house, Scott. Yeah, damn rodents. Mr. Hull, Terry Nees checking in. Mr. Scott Hull. And we have two fresh Tammy videos. We'll fall down Scott's hole in a bit. We'll get to that. Hey, Scott, Tip from Tiffany, Washington.
Tiff.
Johnny A must have snuck in because people were saying Hoya to Johnny A checking in. How you doing, Johnny A? Scott, good to see you from our friend Not the Bees.
Bees.
Everybody's checking
Not the
in.
bees.
Harmony sounds like she's a bit of a problem. Yeah. Stay away from the deer. Chelino says, white-tailed privilege at its finest. There you go. Now that's the joke right there, Chelino. White-tailed privilege. Been a black-tailed deer. Been a whole nother story, wasn't it, Chelino? Chronic wasting disease. You think, so that's why, look, he thinks it was wasting, Scott, because some of them can be, it did look a little like, you could see the rib cage a little bit, so it might have been wasting or malnourished because their habitat is being like overtaken, so some of them don't make it, they just wander out in the street. I know we have deer problems around here, and they got to have a hunt, like, to thin out the herds every now and then.
Yeah, they do here for sure all the time. They don't hunt enough, really. I've hit several with my car. And,
right. That's what happens. If right, they're going to die, or they're going to be a burden and possibly kill others in some way if they don't thin the herd from time to time. Whitetail privilege, like FJM, like that line. Nimrob says nobody calls the cops when it's a white deer. See, that's right. But let me see. A buck during the rut will go after a person, right, Johnny? And like, see, I don't have their calendar, right? So I don't know. I don't ever want to get near an animal when it's maybe horny or defending its children, because that's going to end up being bad news. Hoya says, Johnny A. What's up, brother? Hitchung says, I had a squirrel go crazy in my car months. We're divorced now. See, that's a whole other problem. Okay.
Whenever I go walking, around at night, because I walked at night a lot, and it'd blow my mind how far in town I would see deer travel, man.
Oh yeah, because their habitat they're being squeezed. So if you got those, they find those like grass areas that are in between, like industrialized or built up areas and all that. That's kind of where they live around here, Scott. Like in those wooded areas between highway ramps and stuff like that. That's really Terry Need. He's looking for it. He said walking.
Yeah.
Not the Bee says it was in Louisville, Kentucky, and recently there has been a ton of flooding in Kentucky. Might have been displaced from its home while the water was up high. And that is what they speculated at the end of that article. They did, Scott, because that's an area where a lot of flooding is going in Louisville, and they're saying that animals are being literally like flushed out of the woods and into the population.
Right.
So that's part of it. We got walking. Deer live inside a trucking facility near me. Do they have a house, huh? Oh, I chased a black bear off my front deck earlier this year. I'm not okay. Wow. Why I got to be black? Did you chase the white bear off? No, you only chased the black one. I'm not even sure if there's a white bear, but there you go. I have one more story here in the Vibe Not So Serious News. Scott, apparently there was a bit of an earthquake. I don't know, they considered a big one out in California. It was like a 5.2, as a matter of fact. Did you hear anything about that?
No, I didn't hear it.
Well, I saw this story, and then when I watched Perry Caravello, which we'll go over to Twitter X later on, and look at some of the clips they have up, and check out the new Hot Amy track from Dio Brando. We'll try to do that soon. But this video surfaced yesterday. They had a 5.2 yesterday in California, in San Diego, as a matter of fact. And elephants at the San Diego Safari Park huddled to protect calves during an earthquake. So they went into it, brought out this whole kind of protective kind of instinct in the elephant, Scott. I'll read the article and I'll show you the video of what the elephants did when they felt the earthquake. As the ground shook from a 5.2 magnitude earthquake, a herd of elephants at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park sprung into action to protect their young. A video shot of their enclosure at the park Monday morning shows the 5 African elephants standing around in the morning sun before the camera shakes and they run in different directions. Then the older elephants, Najla, Umaga, all of those, I'm not naming all those African names, they scrambled to encircle and shield 2 7-year-old calves, Zuli and Makaya or whatever, from any possible threats. They remained huddled for several minutes as the older elephants looked outward, appearing to be at the ready, their ears spreading and flapping, even after the rocking stopped. The quake was felt from San Diego to Los Angeles, 120 miles away. It sent boulders tumbling into rural roads in San Diego County and knocked items off of store shelves in tiny mountain town of Julian near the epicenter, but caused no injuries or major damage. But, it says, but it spooked the elephants. Once in a circle, they sort of freeze as they gather information about where the danger is, said Mindy Albright, the curator of mammals at San Diego Safari Park. I'm going to show you the video now, Scott. So, yeah, and, we always look for clues from, like, we want to know if animals or bees or bugs or anything can, like, sense when earthquake is coming before us. But this is a little bit after the fact, but yet they don't know what's going on, but they know it's not good, and this is what they do. See, they're all in the background right now. They're just kind of doing their thing. There's the shake of the camera. Then they're like, what? Everybody, they're like, what the fuck? What the fuck? About to say they're like, so it's afterward. They're like, I don't know what the fuck that was.
All looking around.
It makes you, they got that. They're doing this critical thinking. They know something. They know something went down.
They know to communicate with each other to do what they're doing right now too.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Like, right. Like, was this off of sound cues or was it off of body mimicry, Scott? That's a good point. Like, I wonder how they communicate this, or they just and how they instinctively know to do this whole this protection circle, like kind of what they did. So they knew something was wrong. They went into their little circle. Which didn't Perry say he slept through an earthquake last night? Yes, he did. He sleep through anything.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Space Chief, he did. He goes, I heard there was a 5.2. I didn't feel it. That's what he said, Scott. He said, I didn't feel it. So yeah, they do a little circle and all. So there you go, a little nature and nature right there. And so they did that little circle. So instinct. So yeah, 5.2. That's what they do at the San Diego Zoo. Elephants never forget, so I assume this isn't their first earthquake, says Widow Killer. They do a complete circle around the youngster, says Terry Nee. You did that too, didn't you? Did too? Oh, let's see. Stacey Allen says, "What's up, chat family?" is what she says, and to that I say,
"Eat my cherry pie." I can't really sing this song.
Hi, Stacy from Tiffany, Washington, and hi, Stacy from Johnny A. Pecan gives the love and the Hoyer to Stacey Allen. All right, as we continue on with the not so serious news, I have another story. This is we got like animals and kind of nature and the earth stories. We have Blue Origin. I guess there's a little bit of a theme to the Vibe Not So Serious news today. To continue this whole kind of earthy kind of a theme, I have a story about people in Anchorage, Alaska who have on volcano alert. But I'm not going to give you just any report about this. I'm taking it over to the Bikini Report right now, who's going to tell you about why Alaskans are on alert due to a volcano. Take it away, Bikini Report. Tell us about the volcano in Anchorage.
In and around Anchorage, Alaska are on a volcano alert. Mount Spur is an 11,000-foot tall volcano about 80 miles northwest of Anchorage. Scientists with the Alaska Volcano Observatory have been keeping a close watch on it since seismic activity ramped up in October. Then in March, significantly elevated volcanic gas emissions were detected. And last week, a 3.7 magnitude earthquake occurred nearby, which could be a sign that magma is rising from
Take it easy, baby. Don't you give me no lip.
Deep underground. Experts are saying all this means that Mount Spur is likely to erupt, though they don't know if it'll be in the next few weeks or even months. But the state's emergency management authorities have recommended people be prepared. That includes stocking up on supplies, including masks and tarps to protect themselves, their pets, and their property from the falling ash an eruption would cause. Okay, volcanoes are seriously scary, and I'm glad I don't live near one. But I wonder, what's the scariest thing you have to live near? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
There you go. About hot like fire, Scott.
Yeah.
I'm glad I don't live near any of those things, man.
Yeah, I don't want to get no schmegma around me.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about spewing in schmegma is off of me. I ain't worried about no volcano going to kill me and shit. Well, there you go, Scott. Yo, go ahead,
I have always like people that live on the bottom of volcanoes and highly storm, like Hurricane Alley or whatever.
What's wrong with them?
Yeah, those folks always. I mean, you feel sorry for them. Why are they living on the bottom of a volcano?
I imagine maybe it's just economics or just poor choices when you first moved in the area. I don't know there, Scott. There was just an eruption in my pants. Boom. Says Popke. Well, I hope you enjoyed that Bikini Report. I trust that we'll keep pushing the show. We're going to get to the sexy segments of Juicy Man Meat for our new viewers and Bricked Up just for the guys. But that was a few not so serious news stories in that very thing. That was the BF Live, the Vibe, not so serious news. Now let's get on more fun on the show. Hell yeah. That's how we do it here on The Vibe. We shut out the regular word and we do positive news, The Vibe, not so serious news. There's a couple fun stories there. Scott, did you happen to, were you watching in time when you saw that crazy dude fishing for a swordfish? I played a little video.
I missed that one.
I just want to show it to you because I know you like cool shit. And this was like when Mandy just jumped into the chat. So it only takes like a couple 30 seconds. This guy was fishing, Scott. I like playing fun videos in between some of the fun segments we do here on The Vibe. This guy was sword fishing. And so you're seeing the guy with the blue arm. This is what you're going to watch, Scott. So he's going to pull the swordfish in, but then something happens during this exchange where the swordfish doesn't exactly come on the boat. Watch what he does. So they're really close. You can see its shadow. He's actually trying to pull the swordfish on by its sword. He's trying to watch. Look at this guy. Crazy motherfucker jumped on him, Scott.
What the fuck?
He did a Steve Irwin. Ooh, he did a Steve Irwin, Scott.
Was it getting away or something?
What? Yeah. It got away from him when he tried to pull it on the boat, and he said, I ain't letting this motherfucker get away, and he WWE jumped on its back. Look, and brought it back to the boat. Look, he's got the son of a bitch.
Yeah. Man.
What? He tried. They had it on a line, and they tried to bring it in. Look, you see the shadow of the line above him, right?
Right.
And his boy, he's supposed to grab it. Got away. He was totally away. It wasn't like he still had it.
Got him! He's got him! Coming to get you! Hold him up!
All right, there you go, Scott. All right, so now I wanted to show you that. That's cool. It's not every day you see somebody jumping on the back of a swordfish or a marlin, whatever it was. You shouldn't jump in on anything. It was very Steve Irwin, wasn't it?
Jeez, yeah.
Holy
I'd
shit.
be scared. Well, you know, I'm scared of water. Just water anyway. Deep water. I ain't no way I do that.
Well, Johnny A makes a poor point. He says, where there's marlins and yellowfins, there's sharks.
That's what I was getting ready to say, and I kind of abandoned what I was going to say. The thrashing of the fish and everything, I thought would
chum the water or something.
Yeah, attract the sharks.
I've been catching some of those episodes of The Americas on NBC that's being narrated by Tom Hanks, and they're very well done. They went on like 100 and some expeditions, and they got mad footage, Scott, of like whales that you never seen doing things before. It's really, I highly recommend that if you like nature shows like that. It's really good. Show some really cool shit. I like that. But that's our little nature show here we do on The Vibe. Hey Scott, you hungry, buddy? I got a little something we can try to eat. I got something.
Hungry.
We always talk about food here on The Vibe. We'll probably end up talking about food when we get onto the National Day calendar. We're going to fall in Scott's hole. But first, I want to show him this because I'm a little hungry. We need a little snack, Scott. How about what do you say about 100 milligram hash rosin infused Uncrustable?
Oh, man.
Scott has just discovered the regular peanut butter and jelly Uncrustables.
If you say you won't smoke, I push over something heavy. We gon' hit a job about 4 deep in the Chevy. Springfield, hollow tip, run right through his belly. Big machine gun, I ain't talking about Kelly.
It looks green. It's got green hue to the bread, doesn't it?
They be like, why you smell it? She thicker than peanut butter. Jelly, she gon' make me bust off like an egg. If you say you won't smoke, I push over something heavy. We gon' hit a job.
They do can of butter and shit, so Scott. So this could be definitely a thing. Boom. Uncrustable, Scott.
Looks tasty.
That gives you the munchies and takes care of them all in one step, I guess. That's how that works.
But can Ray DeVito smoke it? Well,
only that?
I think you throw us for a minute there, second there.
What's that?
You're back. You froze for a second there, I think.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Thanks for letting me know because I didn't see my thing dip. Once again, Widow Killer, since I got stepped on with the signal thing, he says it's official that Bob and Granny will be on 10 o'clock tonight. So it's Tuesday night. If you want to watch something on Tuesday night, there you go. Tiffany Washington says, you're welcome, BF and Scott. She sent me that on Twitter.
Oh.
Just use a cookie cutter on a peanut butter sandwich, right? You could do that. That's not McDonald's, Terry Nee. That's like when your mom made the cheeseburger at home. That's not McDonald's. Hey, Tiff from Nimrod. Salutes from Spurg Snake to Nimrod. Heterosexual handshakes to you, Spurg Snake. All right, Scott. Well, why don't we...
There's something different between them Uncrustables and just a sandwich you make at home and cut the crust off of. There's something different, man.
Just like... It's probably the crack they put in them. It's probably the fentanyl that they put in the regular. No, that's... but why don't we do this? Why don't we fall down your hole a little bit? Maybe that'll be just enough time. I think we just got a couple videos, and that'll take us up to about 1:30, which is exactly halfway through 3 hours of live entertainment that we attempt to bring you here every day, Monday through Friday. But Scott, let's fall down Scott's hole. Jim, get ready. Here's your warning, buddy. We're going to fall down Scott's hole. Jim wanted a warning because he wants to get the safety stuff and the rope and the 2x4. He wants it all ready for falling down to Scott's hole. So let's do this. And Scott, what Scott's hole is that Scott loves going out and finding the next one. He loves he loved watching this stuff. That's how he kind of found us all and came to be like on these shows because he loves this stuff so much. So he's still out there being a fan. And you got Cyrax videos. Last we heard it was like 33,000 people that viewed your Cyrax short, Scott.
Yeah, currently it's at 43,000.
Holy shit, 10,000 since yesterday's show.
Yep.
And you were nice enough to holler at your boy. You threw a little BF Live reference on there, like, hey, come on over, watch BF Live and have some fun. So I appreciate that.
That reminded me. I remember saying something to you. I was wanting to properly tag you or whatever they call it to put the show in to where the people who see it will come. You have to show me how to do that proper. I don't know how to.
We'll figure it out. But I want you to have fun with what you're doing. But we'll get to that. But I appreciate the mention of BF Live that maybe like 30 or 43,000 people will see. So if you're over here now, or maybe I don't know if we're going to see some Cyrax today. I got some Tammy videos in Scott's hole today.
Cool.
And I do have the one. There is a body cam video that I do have one body cam video from the 5th. 1-5 it says, but let's talk about her potty mouth. This Tammy got her potty mouth. So how's she doing, man?
Yeah,
she's still doing lives and stuff.
Yeah, I mean all day, every day, she's still at it. And see, the potty mouth one is just she's always had a potty mouth, but it was just kind of blow me away. Not really blow me away. Have fun counting the cuss words as she's talking here.
Oh, really? Okay, so that's what we can do. Okay, I'm glad you're setting us up like that. So we're in Scott's hole. This is Mrs. Fitzpatrick or Mrs. Tammy Hall. I don't know who it is. Terry called Scott Hall, not the wrestler, but this is our friend Tammy. We're in Scott's hole, and this is Tammy, his girl Tammy Hall, and this is about potty mouth with Tammy Hall.
It's the most fucked up, crazy shit I've ever seen in my fucking life.
2.
And tell me how to fucking talk. She's like, shut the fuck up.
4.
Shut the fuck up. You're gonna tell me how to talk. I mean, shut the fuck up.
6.
And these fucking priests they've had are lying son of a bitches, and it says it all throughout the Bible. So you tell me who's fucking telling it right. It's fucking stupid. Fucking petty ass bullshit, stupid fucking shit.
I think I got 13. What did everybody come up with in the chat? I came up with 13, Scott.
Yep.
13 is what I got. I counted some bullshits in there, not just the fucks. Most of them were fucks, but I counted some bullshits in there. Scott's hole is dirtier than Mel's hole. Mel's hole. Mel, I'll tell you, if you get store frozen grilled cheese, you have a lazy mom. That's our friend Poppy. Yeah. So that's 13 of them there, Scott, for cussing.
Right. Yeah.
Tiff Wash comes up with 14. Maybe I missed one, Tiffany. Yeah, I missed
there was one. Yeah. Whenever I count them, there was one questionable one. If you wanted to count son of a bitch or something like a.
Yeah, I did son of a bitch. Anything that was kind of giving it to somebody, right. I kind of put it out there. So that's our first video from Tammy. But then I was really interested in seeing this next one because this one's about money. And you put a little message in there. It's not just about any kind of money. You want to just play it, or you want any setup to this one?
You can just, well, the reason I put these little phrases and words in there is that kind of supposedly it's good for the algorithm and people to rewatch it because to read.
Absolutely.
And, yeah.
Catch
so and then I put this little phrase that seemed really kind of appropriate at the time. The MILF and the money and the. You'll see.
I like it. Nimrob71 says Andrew's got to be in Florida by now.
Oh, fuck. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, we were talking about in the chat earlier. Our boy is in the air as we speak. He put a couple Facebook updates out there this morning saying, hey, everybody, I'm getting ready to head to the airport. And I saw his grandmom or people in Florida from his family were giving the thumbs up. They're already heartily looking forward to Andrew. You know, Andrew he's in our chat for this, in this BF live chat. He should have access to this link. If for whatever reason he came available to hop in real quick for a live and do a check-in, you'd be welcome there. I don't know. He's probably too busy. Scott, I can only imagine Andrew, who's hardly even goes out of his house to go to other places in the area. And now he's not only, he knows in his mind he's never going back to that place. He's leaving that place with a never going back attitude. He's experiencing a lot of shit that he's never experienced before, buddy.
Yeah, this is all first time. You know, he don't get outside much at all.
No.
And it's going to be weird for me to see him in a different room. Because that's all I know Andrew is him in his room.
Yeah, we're going to have to set him up with his green screen so we can use all the pictures that we used to use to act like that we were in Andrew's room to make us feel comfortable. Now, we'll do some proper plugs at the end of the show, but I will remind you quickly, since we're talking about Andrew, that it is Tuesday, and Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays are No Filter with Andrew and Friends, Scott being one of them, and Bobby, Nick, and Stormy and all them. It's tonight, so you'll have to tune in at 7 o'clock tonight to see if Andrew gets settled in enough that he can even check in, or if it's just going to be No Filter with Friends. You have to tune in 7 o'clock tonight. Let's see. Hey, Scott, can you do a Razor Ramon impression with your toothpick? Intimidate motherfucker, get your toothpick going.
I don't really know who. I mean,
He's
I know he's a wrestler, but I don't really know any.
He's the old cool slicky haired wrestler that used to have the toothpick going all the time.
Yeah. What did he do? He just kind of chew on it.
Mm-hmm. Put it in the corner of his. Put it in the corner of his mouth. From to the corner. He put it in like real deep, right on, like the certain part of it would be sticking out, almost like he was like up, beside his gum, kind of like that. Just be there. You go, do a little razor around. Imagine Andrew experiencing the smell of Florida for the first time, or just the experience of anything. Terry Nee, he is going to be. He has got stimulation overload going on, sensory overload. Because, bro, imagine you saw how he was when he went to the baseball game with a bone loads, right? Everything was like, This is fascinating. Like he was like that about everything. So that's all he's going to be doing on a plane. Like the stewardess are going to think he's fucking crazy. Hey, did I never tell you that girls never made out with me in high school? You can't do that to stewardesses either, Andrew. You can't do that shit. Oh shit!
First time on a plane, first time everything.
I've never been on a plane. Can you comfort me? Can you comfort me, stewardess? Don't be asking inappropriate questions. Yeah, I can only imagine what's going on with our boy Andrew right now. Thank you for the update, Nimrod. Razor Ramon's real first name was Scott. That's right, Scott Hall. Let's see. Tiffany Washington's laughing. Andrew's coming in the air tonight. Oh no. Yeah. There you go. Oh, what's up, buddy? Here we go. Let's see what everybody's saying. Scott Hall, we got that one. Oh, he's going to try to join the Mile High Club on his first air flight there, Scott. Having sex on a Mile High. Can you please? This ain't a Make-A-Wish flight, Andrew. You can't ask the stewardess for a Mile High Make-A-Wish. Stewardess is you beast. That's right. I'm old school. Air wenches, Terry Nee. That went out of style. They call them stewardesses now. Air wenches or air hose went out. You're welcome, Tiffany from Nimrod. Stacey Allen says, we are still up in Scott's hole. I can't hold my breath much longer. Oh, shit. We are still up in the hole. Well, since she's having a hard time holding on. Oh, I got one more video, and that's going to take us right up to halfway through 3 hours of a live show right here we're doing today. I'm still in a hole. There's my membership link running. Thanks for everybody in advance. And they already give super chats and memberships and support me monthly. I appreciate it. Now, Scott, this last one is Cyrax. It's yet another police body cam video. I think they said they've discussed there's hundreds of these apparently, right?
Yeah, that I know of 130 something. There's well more than that.
I wasn't even going to pin you on the number, but Scott believes there's at least 130 calls to the house that are on police cam. This is one of them. You can see this on PropMaster69 right here on YouTube. That's Scott's page. And the link is running throughout the entirety of this show. If you want to just help Scott out by hooking him up with a like, share, subscribe for free, or go watch the full length or the short length videos of his new friend Cyrax.
I heard a loud bang thinking like, maybe something from.
Oh, this is
one of my friends let me know next day
This one, and there's footage, there's video of it. I've seen the video. He was up in his bedroom. What the story he's talking about here. He was up in his bedroom, and you can see all this. He was up in his bedroom and doing one of his rants on the internet. And behind him, he's got a bed sitting in front of a window. Well, you end up hearing like a pop, and he looks around and wondering what was that?
Right.
And so then when you watch the video back, you even see his blanket kind of move.
Really?
Yeah, kind of move. So, but you don't hear a gunshot. So what they think it is, and there's a hole through his window. So he thinks he's shot at. Someone.
But it sounds like you're describing.
But you also hear him tell the story that the police just kind of gave it and wouldn't really investigate it. He won't produce the bullet. It sounded there was no gunshot, but there was a pop. It almost looked like maybe there was a mouse trap that went off. So he says that the bullet's still in his mattress, but he won't dig it out. And so this is probably one of his isn't a true, but he's telling the cops about it the time that he was shot at, and the cops wouldn't investigate.
Wow, and that's the whole thing. When you get these overcalls, the cops get indifferent, as we saw yesterday when he goes, "Hey, your internet friends called again," and then they just kind of routinely go through the things and they don't take any of it serious. That's the problem with this, because at one point it could get serious, and then the cops are going to show up like, "Yeah, this is just our 100th or call or whatever over to this house." Let's roll this. Just like yesterday when they tried to do the whole barbecue thing, where his mother character and him, they didn't like the fact that other people were having a barbecue because they were likely going to be talking about Cyrax, so they called the police about that.
Right.
Wow. True Crime and Chill with Scott Skoll.
You'll have to watch the footage on your screen. Somebody shot at your window. And I'm like, okay, so I went back to look. As soon as I saw the footage, I checked my bed. And there was a bullet hole going through the bottom of the windowsill right into my mattress.
No way.
And we called the cops, they came out here, and they literally said that they're not going to do nothing. Oh, I got you. And it's like, how are you supposed to do anything when these people keep stealing like that? Yeah, I know. Like, I can honestly say, because of these people, that's why I'm not able to make a living doing anything. Because they keep messing with me like hell. They keep calling people out here for no reason.
For watching. So he basically made up a story, and he didn't want the cops to prove that it wasn't true, right?
I guess, man. I don't know what happened. It looked like a mouse trap had went off, but I don't know why there'd be a mouse trap on top of his bed. Something did happen, because you do see a pop, but you don't hear a gunshot. They don't produce a bullet. So whoever knows what the truth is, but I got a feeling it was just a mouse trap that went off, and Cyrax is trying to blame somebody for shooting him.
Right. They're shooting at me. They're talking about me. Like, everything's about Cyrax. I wonder what his credenza looks like. Yeah, well, we're going to get Perry's before long.
Shut the fuck up.
We're going to get that. So, it's a good song, says Click, Click, Boom, says Stacey Allen. She like that. Did you include on the Maker stuff?
I was hoping I didn't have that music up too loud on it. I don't know.
That's okay. Like I said, they shouldn't be messing with it. They put it out there to be utilized in shorts. They shouldn't be tagging anybody or striking anybody for utilizing it there, Scott. And with that, I think we're done with Scott's Hole today. Stacy can't hold her breath any longer, Scott.
Yeah, you can breathe.
Down in Scott's Hole. We'll have to sing a theme to it. Feeling so smooth. Down in Scott's Hole. Well, it's 1:31. So, wait a minute. Brian checking in saying Saliva's Click Click Bloom, a perfect touch. He likes it too. Brian Kowalczyk checking in. And 33 of you guys, I'm going to let you guys know that 33 of you, welcome to the BF Live The Vibe. If you're here for the first time, we're not done having fun yet. This is halfway through the episode of The Vibe. At this time right now, 1:30 on the East Coast of the United States, where I'm coming to you from, we take a 2.5-minute piss break, folks, and this is the time to pause for the cause, reset, go handle your business, grab a drink, grab a smoke, grab a snack, grab a friend, and tell them we're having all the fun right here on The Vibe, falling down Scott's Hole, and all that stuff. And when we come back, we can check the National Day calendar. We're going to do a Terry Nee knowledge break. We can check out some more animals in the news. I got WTF. What the fuck is this? There's some videos I can't describe. I need your help telling me what's going on. We could continue watching the Riley Martin whack package from going back to the Howard Stern days. Riley Martin, friend Riley. We were watching that, and that's a long one, so we continue watching part 3. We can do just the juicy man meat, bricked up, and all that stuff. But none of it is going to happen until we take this 2.5-minute piss break. Shout out to the 35 in here. Don't go anywhere, folks, because it's going to be 2.5 minutes. And when we come back, we're basically going to do a whole other show, kind of like we just did, but just on the other side of this 2.5-minute piss break, folks. So pause for the cause. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be back in 2.5 minutes right here on The Vibe.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Time for touching PPs is over. Well, apparently not for Scott. I am BF. You can call me Bobby. We are live, and this is The Vibe, and this is part 2 of BF Live The Vibe stream show 287, folks. Shout out to the awesome 33 people. It's been 35 or so of you. Could you hit the like, share, subscribe on your way in or your way out, wherever you're enjoying The Vibe from today? You might be enjoying it on BF Live The Vibe on YouTube, Rumble, or my Facebook. Thank you very much in advance, and let's continue having a great day together. Come on, man. Oh, so Terry Nee says it's an Uncrustable bake for Scott. Yeah, maybe Scott's going to go raid the Capri Suns and see what little handy snacks are. We'll see when Scott comes back from the break. He's backstage. I don't see him yet. Something about Electra's singing that inspires urination. It kind of does. Thank you. As I cough it out. Scott's refrigerator break raid. Woo! FJM and Terry Nee are on the same theme. They're saying he's going for Uncrustables. He's going for the kiddie snacks and all that fun stuff there. Well, let's keep having fun right here on The Vibe. Right. It's not Scott Hall. It's Scott Hall. I know I was trying not to say Scott Hall, the wrestler, when I was trying Scott Hall, Mr. Scott Hall, Tammy's husband right there. Hey, Stacy and Tiff from Brian checking in. Great to see all of our friends in here today. Let me take this banner down. Let's play some fun videos, some fun songs and stuff. Maybe do a little Perry talk. I'm gonna wait for Scott to come back as well. Let me see what I can play. I want to know. Scott probably remembers this, but I know there's a lot of you that remember this. You know, there's just certain videos or certain topics that hit you in a certain way. Now, Scott's only somewhat of a video game guy. I'm going to bring him back in. He's getting ready to get settled back in. He's got his little headphones on. He's giving me the thumbs up. So I'm bringing back Scott Fitzpatrick. Scott, I know you've had, like, I guess when we were of age, I think you were more, maybe a little bit, from what I picked up from you, you were kind of more in the video games when we were actually a little younger, right? And is that fair to say?
Yeah, I played Madden well into my adulthood, but that was about it.
Same. I could go to a support group for that shit. But did you ever fucks with PlayStation 2? Did that ever come your way? Were you in that?
Yeah, I think so. Bobby usually kept up on all the game systems, and I'd go over there and we'd have big old fights over them.
That's right. That's how you guys ended up with broken limbs and broken ligaments and things of this nature, right?
Yeah, right.
The only people I know that end up with broken limbs and actual physical injuries from playing video games where you're just supposed to maybe get a little cramp in your hand. Well, Scott, this video really hits me in a certain way because PlayStation 2 was one of my favorite systems and, the graphics and all that stuff. But it had a particular problem I know a lot of my friends of that era are going to be familiar with. Check this out. Just a little, Brian. Calm down.
Yeah, I remember doing this.
Right. All the rituals that we did, Scott. Man, this hit a nerve. Let me tell you. Stacy, I do too as well. See, we're getting into some game talk, Brian Kowalczyk. Don't be criticizing game talk. We can fall down Scott's hole and getting buff grannies and burglars, Wavy G, because Wavy G says I was watching porn. You and Perry Caravella.
Shut the fuck up.
You watch porn the minute the stream's over. It's the only reason you want the stream to end. But Scott, yeah, this struggle was real. Like with the Nintendo, it used to be the blowing of the cartridges, right? And Perry did that real well.
Shut the fuck up.
What was that again, buddy?
I always wondered if blowing in them cartridges really did anything because it seemed like it did sometimes.
Seemed like it did, but what? Let's continue because this struggle continues. Check the rest of this video out. I like the team effort though. Look, he got alcohol or some shit. Yeah. He goes spit on it. He's doing. Oh, he licked it like Perry. He licked it like Perry. Watch. Now let's see. And this is exactly what you did. Look, they're praying. The startup screen. Will it click? Will it click? Same. What?
Started over the ritual.
Yeah! Fuck yeah, it worked! It worked!
EA Sports. It's in the game.
So there you go. I thought that was great, Scott, man.
And if it doesn't work, just repeat the ritual and keep doing it till it does.
Fuck yeah, wipe it on something else we would do, Scott. A different shirt. Spit on it a different way. We do everything we could to get these fucking things just so we could play our Madden, man.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Madden for sure says FJM. Yeah, I was jamming on Madden since like the PC days. I say, oh, if you only knew, BF. Exactly. BK loves Game Talk, BF. I know he does. This is my area of expertise, says Spurksnake. If you, I'm sure Brian Kowalczyk, yeah, bro, we were all in this era. Don't front like you don't know nothing about no video games. I have taken turtle wax to a disc before. Yeah, Spurksnake, I have done like the spray silicone that you put on your tires, like pure silicone, Scott. I've tried that like a little bit. I've tried WD-40. I've it used to feel like that the disc were spinning free. So I would do things to tack up the center of the disc, Scott. That was one of my methods. Did you do that, Spurksnake? I would like put some gummy or some little spray glue on my fingers, Scott, and I would touch the center of it because it sounded like it wasn't
shrink the hole so it'd be tighter.
We would push the door in faster, pull the door out more. I did all of that shit, man. Hold up the player and go inside the actual fucking unit, Scott. See, we all did this shit. Hey, Jen from Spurksnake. Woo woo from Juggler Jen checking in. Spurg is laughing at that. You got to blow inside the tray to get the dust off the laser, Popkey says. See, we all did this shit. Pretty sure I had a CD or DVD thing that grinded and cleaned scratches. Yeah, and then some of those work better than others. That was kind of like snake oil, Scott. There's all those companies that said we can get all them nasty scratches and make your CD like new. All those wipes and shit.
There was like a Radio Shack here or something that you was able to come in and they'd refinish your CDs for you or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And because some of those were cheap quality and didn't have a thick layer of plastic covering up, and then others did. So it could vary. Your results could vary. GoldenEye facility map, rocket launchers only. Take a shot every time you die. Binge drinking skull. There you go. All the game stuff. Money, 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 says FJM. And I love old classic video games still. I still have my PS2, and like I do the same thing. I have the same anxiety, Scott, to this day. I'm like, I'm gonna try to fuck with the old players, but you still got to do a lot of those rituals, especially nowadays, to get it started. So I'm glad that you related to that one.
Yeah.
Why don't we? let's do this. I did the other news. I did Scott's hole. Why don't we do a little Terry Nee knowledge break? Let's see what Terry has in store for us today. Terry going to teach us something. Terry Nee contributes here. This is a Terry knowledge break or a Terry Nee knowledge break. So here we go. Let's run what we have for you today. I go to my handy dandy folder, video file. I go to my Terry Nee folder, and I click on the latest entry, and this one is called Blondes, everybody. Terry Nee knowledge break. Terry's break. Blondes. See what we're going to learn today. What kind of blonde we talking about? All right. First of all, I would like to acknowledge whoever invented yoga pants. It's the best invention ever, number one. You can see all the nooks and crannies. But I love that. She's a keeper, says Brian Kowalczyk. Terry Neelage break. Hey, Stacy, did you see that I did a story about the macho? Terry wanted you to know that a macho guy named Terry saved people from an airplane. It was Terry Bradshaw, so you might have missed that story. So Terry wanted you to know that. There are macho Terrys.
Seems like every video has...
Is that a mushroom tip thing? Yeah, it's supposed to be a penis. Yeah. Penis-shaped fountain. Probably, Scott. Unless you're just real horny. Or gay. I don't know. The Doge Cube definitely could eliminate a step. You could either use the hose by itself, Scott, or you could fill up the bucket. You don't even need the bucket. Or you could just fill up the bucket and do one. But why is she doing both? I guess that's Terry's point. And she's a blonde. Terry.
The only thing missing is rain.
Right. If it was raining outside. There you go. That was Terry Nee's knowledge break for the day. Maybe you should put your little bumper on the end of that, Terry Nee, a little production note there, so we can have a little start. Do-do-do. Thank you, Terry Nee. Thanks to anybody that contributes the stuff here for the vibe. That was our Terry Nee knowledge break for the day. But she's making more work for herself, says a brunette juggalette Jen, an alleged brunette right here. Why don't we check the National Day calendar? We haven't done it in a couple knowledge that it is April 15th, so we should check the National Day calendar, because I imagine that's going to be on there, and a couple other things as we check on, see what's going on today, what kind of... That's right, folks. I already told you that today is Tuesday, April 15th, and it's already a better day than yesterday, and it's always a good day to hang out with the chat family. So we're going to check the National Day calendar for the National Day Hey Hey. See what's up. We're in the middle of April already, folks. I want the time to slow down. I want to take my time having a nice spring and a nice summer and have some enjoy this weather. Today, on April 15th, it's Jackie Robinson Day, or number 42 day. Also on April 15th, it's National Laundry Day, as well as Purple Up Day, National Glazed Spiral Ham Day today, Scott. That's the interesting one. How about it's National Titanic Remembrance Day? Now, I'm putting these things together. It's also the day I saw that Lincoln was assassinated and was laid in state. And it's also the same day, I didn't realize, Scott, that the Titanic sunk on this day, April 15th. It's the Remembrance Day.
I didn't know that either.
It's a National Rubber Eraser Day. We remember those from school. National Take a Wild Guess Day. And there it is at the bottom, folks. National Tax Day for Nerd. And everybody it applies to. Well, I think we all understand the gravity of Jackie Robinson being the first black major leaguer in baseball. So today they acknowledge that. It's Jackie Robinson Day, if you're out at the parks or not. Jackie Robinson Day, acknowledging the first black in baseball in the major leagues. Today is National Laundry Day. And I know a lot of people have to deal with National Laundry Day. Benjamin Franklin may have overlooked one certainty in life. Laundry. That's right, because they say, what, the death and taxes? What about laundry? National Laundry Day on April 15th creates an opportunity to assess our laundry habits and teach our children to develop good ones. Now, Scott, I must confess, buddy, that my wife has done the laundry most of our kind of time together because, just kind of how things go. I'll carry down for her occasionally and all. But I have, now that I'm in my basement studio and doing things now, I'm now more involved with the laundry, kind of taking it in and out, buddy. But laundry's always been the kind of, well, I haven't ever really messed with it, but yeah.
Yeah, I just if it's kind of white, I put it with the whites. I don't really go. Some people, whatever materials, so got certain things got to be worse for certain things. I just put it all in there and wash it, man. I don't.
Well, I I used to be scared, Scott, because when we were younger, we always had the stories of I would always hear of them where somebody put like the dyed shirt in with the stuff that was too light, right? And they would
pink underwear.
They get pink underwear and they ruin the whole load of clothes, right? So I grew up with that whole notion in my head and not knowing enough about like what bleeds with what, Scott. I always tend to avoid messing with the laundry for those reasons because things were more color fast than others. So man, we've seen that many, and a couple times my clothes got changed. Like some of my concert shirts ended up pink or other colors of something that bled color in there, Scott.
Yeah,
I don't know if that thing is such a thing nowadays. You got to let us know in the chat if things are bleeding like they used to, Scott.
I don't feel like they do because I do feel like I had a lot of clothes that faded out quick and stuff than back in the day than I do now.
Yeah, and I'm doing more where I kind of mix some colors in with the grays and all because I feel more comfortable about it now but back in the day it seemed like if you put that one red thing in or a blue or a green, something that had that indigo or something color in it, that shit would get on everything. Yep. So don't do that on National Laundry Day. Clean your laundry, do what you got to do. It's National Laundry Day. That's why half of our laundry gets hung to dry to avoid shrinking, says J.A. That's a more you know from Juggalette Jen. And the thing that my pet peeve about laundry, Scott, is that I have shirts with decals on them, like some of our cool podcast shirts and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't like them cracking, so I like line drying stuff like that. I become more particular about that as I've gotten older.
Yeah, and I'll turn my shirts, those kind of shirts, I'll turn them inside out when I wash them.
That's a more you know from Scott, because even if you don't have time, that's a good, see, Scott, you're on the same tip with me, buddy, protecting them shirts, because if you have like a thick decal shirt, maybe if you turn it inside out, it doesn't get baked up as much in the heat. That's a more you know from Scott Fitzpatrick. If you don't have time to actually line dry every shirt, Scott, I've done the exact same thing. Yep. Turn that sucker inside out so it doesn't get beat up as much. There you go. Shirts with ticals on them, question mark? Tical's not a thing, according to Bob Levy, but you can tune in Thursday nights to see Tical, with replayables on 100 Proof Podcasting. How you doing? Not the bees. J.A. checked in. He snuck in here. Fucking Wavy G says, Perry's got laundry on his day planner today.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he does. Like, when Tom B asked him, like, what are you going to do? Well, I got laundry to do. And then after that, Scott, we should get into a little Perry talk now that we just kind of did that segment. Well, we did a couple of them on the National Day, hey, because he went to the Grand Prix Perry did. Right. And he got like a shirt there, and people wanted that shirt, so we'll have to check in over there on Perry kind of coming up next with Wavy G. Let me make sure there are any more fun National Days on the National Day calendar.
And that Robertson, the baseball player, which team was he? Did he come up with? Was the first?
All right. Well, I'll do this, Scott. I'll educate people on Jackie Robinson Day. That's my ignorance for realizing that maybe not everybody is a sports fan as much as me. So we will do Jackie Robinson Day. On Jackie Robinson Day, Scott, every player in the league wears the number 42 in that one day. Like if you watch baseball games today on television, you will notice that every player on the field wears the number 42. So that's something special you need to know about Jackie Robinson Day. Each year on April 15th, we honor Major League Baseball legend Jackie Robinson. On this day in 1947, Robinson made his historic debut. He took the field with the Brooklyn Dodgers. That's when they were still an East Coast team, Scott, and became the first black player in modern Major League Baseball history. On Jackie Robinson Day, we not only celebrate one of the greatest baseball players of all time, but also remember the legacy he left behind of courage, equality, and standing tall in the face of injustice. Jackie Roosevelt Robinson was born January 31st in 1919 in Cairo, Georgia, the youngest of 5 children in a sharecropping family. His father left when Jackie was a baby, leaving his mother, Mallie Robinson, to raise her children as a single parent. In 1920, Mallie moved the family to Pasadena, California, in hopes of giving them a better life. So there you go. Robinson's journey as an athlete and leader began long before his professional baseball career. During his middle school and high school years, his athletic talent quickly set him apart. By the time he reached John Muir Technical High School, his reputation as a gifted multi-sport athlete was firmly established. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, Scott, but I answered your question.
Dodgers.
The Brooklyn Dodgers, who then shifted to LA and became what are now known to this day as the Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's see.
Well, it's 6/26 is Per Randy Callahan Day. You're not wrong.
Shut the fuck up.
Why are you celebrating that day? Go Rogers. Let's see. Murdered with meetings the last 7 days, J.A. Well, we'll forgive you for that one. That's an acceptable reason to miss the vibe. I hate fucking folding clothes as Spurk's name.
I do too. I don't fold. I think he was.
So I'll tell you. Yeah, go ahead.
My shirts, I just kind of roll them into tubes instead of folding my clothes. I roll them into tubes, and
I've heard of people do that.
Drawers, yeah.
That's not a bad method. So what I do is I will bring the clothes down. I can start a load. I can change, move them around, pull them in and out of the dryer and all. But what I don't do is fold them, Scott, because mine end up like puffy and then they won't fit in any of the drawers. So I'm terrible at folding clothes. So my wife, she doesn't even want me to try. Like when I do the towels, like they won't fit in our linen closet because of the messed up way that I fold them. That's not her way. So that is the one thing I get away with on Laundry Day, because I don't have to fold the stuff so much. So, but yeah, because I'm not very good at that either. It's like me wrapping presents when I do gift wrap for Christmas, Scott. I'm that one that they have like airbags on the end because I leave so much excess paper on the end. You could like drop them on the ground and my packages will be safe. Let's see. Let's continue on here. We still have hockey, says Pocky. To towels, not to cows. Hey, Psychosocial's checking in just in time. She always pops in during the day when she can during a break or a little, how you doing there? White people knew it was all over them once black athletes were allowed to compete. You're not wrong there, Popke, because yes, you're not wrong. Let's continue on. I'm going to make sure there aren't any more that we should check. Laundry Day. Let's see what Purple Up Day and National Spiral Glazed Ham Day is. We're having fun checking the National Day calendar. I always wonder who made up these crazy holidays that you would hear like almost every day when you wake up and watch the news. National Purple Up Day on the National Day calendar. What is Purple Up? During the month of Military Child, Purple Up Day on April 15th recognizes some of the military's most unsung heroes, their children. Well, I like this. The day encourages everyone to wear purple, representing all branches of the military and showing unity with each other. All across the country and around the world, military children play a significant role in their schools, youth organizations, and communities. When we wear purple in their honor, we let them know we support them in all branches of the military: Army, Navy, Marines, Coast Guard, Air Force, and Space Force. Whether they are part of the military family for a short while or their entire childhood, the military child deserves to know that they have the support of their community. That's not a bad observation there, Scott.
I was my first few years of my life, I grew up in Germany because my dad was stationed in Germany.
Well, it's interesting. I want to, now that you're telling me, it's not something we talk about every day, but I want to say that I do kind of remember you saying that, but we don't talk about it often, buddy. So, what was your age then? Like, what was your experience being?
I just have like one couple of flash memories of Germany. I was too young really to remember anything from it.
Really? Okay. That's still interesting to know about you, that you at least had that experience at some point.
So I guess I have been on a plane once, or twice.
You just don't remember it. Just wasn't by your choice or awareness, I guess, Scott.
Yeah.
Well, how about if we celebrate with National Spiral Glazed Ham Day? National Glazed Spiral Ham Day. It's also not only tax day. I guess if your taxes don't go well or not, or maybe if you get a good refund, you can enjoy National Glazed Spiral Ham Day. On April 15th each year celebrates an innovative and delicious food. This gourmet-looking dish, often found at a holiday feast, originated in the basement of Harry Honslar. In 1952, the Detroit, Michigan entrepreneur patented not only the spiral slicer, but the ham glaze as well. His innovative device made it possible for the entire bone-in ham to be sliced in one continuous, even spiral. The result was not only perfect for baking, but for serving too. The resulting slices presented a beautiful main meal course meal. Then in 1951, Honslar founded Honey Baked Ham. Since the patent expired in 1981, many companies offer glazed spiral hams. However, we continue to thank Harry Honslar for making them a possibility. A traditional glazed ham is baked with glaze consisting of sugar, honey, orange juice, spices that are often added. So go on, Scott. Now I do. Do you have experience with your family with the honey glazed ham situation around holidays?
Yeah, I remember this being around. I'm not real big on the ham. I'm not much I don't eat pig.
You're like Bob Levy. You don't like Samuel Jackson's character. I don't like an animal that plays in its own shit.
Yeah,
kind of like thing.
Filthy animal.
Filthy animals. That's right. I don't eat filthy animals. Says Scott Fitzpatrick and Samuel Jackson. So I thought it's very interesting. It's fun to pull like the slices off of it, Scott. They kind of come off pretty good when you get it. I like ham. I like me some good pig. Sounds like a fake holiday sponsored by Big Ham. Right, you got Big Pharma. We got Big Ham as well, the Big Ham corporations. I think you're right about that. This one is added by the National Day calendar, but a lot of these did originate from these companies approaching National Day calendar and trying to create these holidays, Scott.
Right, yeah.
Let's see. Porky and Daisy Pig are organizing a protest of honey baked ham. That's all, folks. We did, folks. Well, let's hang on here. What's going on here with my phone?
But that does look pretty tasty, though.
It's pretty good, but it's just funny how like a simple thing like a glaze and just like cutting it in a different way can be kind of like an innovation.
Yeah.
Levy, happy National Glazed Ham Day, Bob. Everyone send Bob a ham. What would you think about that, Bob? That was Terry's idea. That wasn't my idea. We're going to slide over to Perry Talk right after this National Day calendar check. Sounds like the fake holiday by Big Ham. We got that. Psychosocial shouting out everybody that's shouting her out. And we're continuing on with the National Day, hey, the National Day calendar check. Titanic, we got that. Rubber eraser day. We use those in schools. I already told you about tax day. Yeah, see anything else you're curious about like you were Jackie Robinson Day, Scott? If not, we'll get on with the show.
Yeah, I think we've about
Rubber eraser. Titanic, we know it sunk. I think that kind of story is kind of overtold. We did National Laundry Day. We did Jackie Robinson Day. We did the important and the fun ones. We'll check them today and every day right here on The Vibe. We'll check it again tomorrow, but that was today's National Day. Hey.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. This is The Vibe. Shout out to you 35 awesome people that are consistently hanging out in The Vibe. I love and appreciate you all so much, and I'm really interested in finding like-minded people that want to hang out here and be positive and do fun stuff. This is The Vibe. Hey, Scott, and among us, it's funny how we attract people of our own kind here. There's always smokers in the bunch. We always talk about partaking. Well, what about this? Maybe we can have some fun when you're bored. Maybe you can get like a Lego OG Kush plant, bro. Look at this. They got OG. They even have this is. I imagine. I don't know if this is an AI thing or what, Scott. I imagine it might be. But
surely that ain't real, man.
Can you smoke the OG Kush plant? A Lego OG Kush. I've seen it all now.
Yeah.
The Titanic is interesting, says our friend Not the Bees. Lincoln's death, Titanic sinking, and Boston bombing all on the same day. What are the odds? All right. Well, how about this? Because Not the Bees said so, and I'm a people pleaser, I'm going to go back real quick on the National Day calendar, and we'll just cover for what it's worth. So, I guess I'm older, Scott. Maybe I'm a little, I've been through the Titanic story enough, right?
Right.
But let's do it for some people that might be interested in it. I will do that. Let's check the National Day calendar real quick again, because Not the Bees, my friend, says it's interesting. So let's see what they say. I know there's constant expeditions going on down to it, Scott.
Yeah, we had that one thing imploded recently, not too often long ago.
Oh yeah, the people trying to go down for deep things, deep explorations. But it's National Titanic Remembrance Day on April 15th for my friend Not the Bees and those interested. On April 15th, National Titanic Remembrance Day remembers the lives we lost when the Titanic sank into the North Atlantic's icy waters in 1912. We remember the more than 1,500 people who died that day. 1912, icy waters. Known as the unsinkable ship, the Titanic hit an iceberg at 11:40 p.m. on April 14th, 1912, on her maiden voyage from England to New York City. Later, in the icy waters of the Atlantic on April 15th, the Titanic sunk. Those who perished did so mainly due to insufficient number of lifeboats on board the ship, right? Because they had the audacity, Scott, to think that it was called unsinkable. So why are you going to put excess lifeboats on a ship that's supposedly unsinkable?
Right. There's probably even talk of that. It gives it a bad image that if it could be sinked if it's full of lifeboats. So why you need them all?
You're right. They could have been right. Somebody could have been critical and go, "Hey, man, if this is like the most unsinkable ship, why are you decorating the decks of it with lifeboats?" That might be a fair assumption, Scott, that it might have shown weakness or uncertainty about the boat itself. Right? That's a good point, man. Good point. Let me see. We have the song is for the survivors. Yeah. The ones where, that's some heavy shit, bro. When the band plays, when the ship's going down. I mean, it's been many years since I saw Titanic, but when those band guys are out there just playing until the boat sings, it's like that hits you a certain way. That's something else. It is a well done movie. This song is for the survivors. There you go. If that's what you're talking about, that's kind of what I remember.
Titanic was the last movie I ever seen at the drive-in theater.
Is that right, Scott?
Yep.
And that's a hella long one, bro.
Oh yeah, it was long, man.
That's a hella long movie, man. God damn. Well, how would we observe National Titanic Day, my friend Not the Bees? As you sail through the history of Titanic, learn more about its secrets, people, and myths too. You can read about the building of the Titanic and follow its timeline. Discover the survivor stories. Yeah, and I was fascinated, Scott, with all the well-to-do people that were depicted, the rich people, because it was such the unsinkable ship, and it was the biggest kind of thing at the time. Every famous person, like it's fair to say it was like the blue origin of its day, Scott, if you will.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
Like, although the different, you do have the people in steerage and all, but it was really made for the people, the well-to-do people, and everybody that was in the know had to be on that maiden voyage. So you can watch the documentaries, you can rewatch the movie. I still have the Titanic movies on VHS, Scott. That's how deep I go. And I took my wife to see it because I know it was one of her favorite movies. So that's a more if you want to make some brownie points with the ladies, and there's a viewing coming up on the screen, you take them to go see the Titanic if they're into it. That's a more you get some extra brownie points. You can fall asleep a little bit if you want to, whatever. Popke says, I've never seen Titanic, and I consider myself a film buff. That's just how much I hate Celine Dion. Well, his heart is not going on to watch that show. Damn, Popke. Yeah, they kind of do interweave it, and they play it on the flute and all that shit. It was like Fyre Fest, but with less selfies and more hypothermia. God damn. I was in junior high school when it came out, says our friend Tiffany Washington. So yeah, maybe you watch it with adult eyes, a little different nowadays. Where we did a little bonus right there for my friend Not the Bees, since he said he was interested. I'm glad you're all interested in the National Day calendar, but why don't we go see what went down last night and see the new Amy song and see what kind of antics went down on Perry Caravello last night. We're in the middle of the day, and we're going to do a little Perry talk.
Talk. Perry talk. Perry talk, talk, Perry talk. Talk. Perry talk, Perry talk.
That's right. I'm outside apartment 102. Thank you, Jim and Tom, for letting me use access to this camera just to do my little report here in the middle of the day. This is Perry Talk in the middle of the day. We're going to talk about last night. It was Monday night PCL. And so Perry was back in Perry form. We had our regular selection of things that went wrong. I think at one point the stream cut off. Stream Labs or whatever he uses, Restream, that sends it out to all the different services. It would drop YouTube last night when we were watching it. So I went over a little bit of time and watched it on Kick. Tom did his thing. He got the stream going back up on another link. But yes, last night was Monday night PCL. I'll show it to you right here on Twitter X. There you go. It was Monday night PCL. So yeah, we went over it the other day. Oh, here he is. Now there's the media share that won. We got to check this out and talk about the media shares. Let's see. Oh, they showed the whole thing. I think they do here. So yeah, last night was Media Share Monday, Scott. And they had some great media shares where they played the little videos that the viewers submit up in the corner. So this is Randy. This was the first one. And I will talk about them on. I'll let you know because they're picking a winner every night. There were 4 choices, and this was one of the choices for Monday Media Share, Rockabilly Randy.
After the penny saver, I knew that I had it both loud and sacred. Then Perry got himself in a big heap of trouble, told Sat to get down, wrecked with on the double. Came into my office, a door in hand, said, please don't fire him, Mr. Callahan, for to draw off the free with us. Just what I was told, and jumped out naked. Now that's pretty bold.
Oh my God!
Staring down at my I suppose don't put your hiding cam. Mike, she was scratching
Get this
like a
loser off the air, please! Remove
was sweaty and sick when I started to shake, swollen down like a big milkshake. He was thirsty for more, but as much as true. Made it rain Zagrod than attitude.
Get it, Randy. And notice about that shirt, Scott, because that's. What do you think about that shirt?
I just noticed in the shirt from the Grand Prix shirt.
Well, we tried to tell him that he bought basically a pride shirt.
Stupid. So now he's not a rapper. He's doing country stuff.
Oh yeah, his booze drink.
Oh God, what a more bullshit, more lies.
More bullshit, more lies is his favorite thing to say lately, Scott. His booze drink. So he picked up these little drinks from a store that he didn't really know about or something. And Tom at one point asked him after he has one or so that he drank them. He goes, Perry, what is that little green drink, that weird drink you have? And he goes, oh, I'll go get it. And he gets it. He comes back and they're these tiny things, but they have 11% alcohol in them, Scott. So Perry got accidentally drunk on air last night. So it was kind of funny. All right, now here, we're going to show this. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. We're going to feature the talents in all of this chat family. This is the one and only Dio Brando. You can go check him out on YouTube. This is called Amy Stole Your Money, featuring Amy Liberante, the official music video by Dio Brando. So let me...
There they'll crush the Corolla. Then I'll drain your
Did he chug it in that clip?
And use the money to send
Look at that.
to your house.
Oh, 7-Eleven pizza. It's Randy.
Oh, I'm gonna use my hacking to ruin your life, 'cause I sold your money. Oh,
Go ahead, Amy. Go ahead, Amy. Come on, Perry.
And I think it's funny. Perry, you're a dummy. I sold your money.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Take them groceries, Amy.
Perry. Fuck you, Perry. Brian was Mom's favorite.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck you, Perry.
This guy's AI game is tight. Music and visual, says Poppy.
I stole your money.
Oh, Dio Brando. There's Wilfred.
Yeah.
And I
He got diabetes.
think it's funny.
Banned for life.
Perry, you're a dummy. Wow, I am so
Damn.
hot. So hot. Who is getting hacked tonight? Perry, your car is gone. I have your car. I sold your money. Oh, I sold your money.
There's the Corolla. Says Hot Amy on it.
Perry, you're a dummy.
On the pole.
Oh, I sold your money. And I think it's funny.
Was that mole with the dreads? It might have been. I didn't look.
Fuck you, Perry.
Fuck yeah, that's talent. That is Dio Brando. I'm gonna put a like on it right there. Dio Brando Productions on YouTube. If you ever want to watch that and support him on your own, you gots to do that. That is the crazy fun shit, Scott. That is funny. Spurks things like it. I don't understand super chats on PCL. Terry, I don't know what you're getting at, buddy, but what I'm getting from that statement maybe is that I know that they're not too quick on them. I know a lot of people complain about that Tom isn't timely about them, and he'll read them sometimes like hours later, way out of context. He was threatening to say that he was only going to let Perry read the ones that were $10 or more, but sometimes Perry does read the ones that are $10 or less, so, or $10 at least. So yeah. Not to be said, that's a 10 out of 10, 5-star Dio Brando production. I agree. Let's continue on with this Perry talk right here. Let me see. Now, this is about the shirt last night. Scott, you know. So, yes, he showed up. You know, we saw him. He showed up with these shirts talking about, oh, I got some shirts and all, and they're size 2 or 3X. It looks like a house dress or whatever. But you know that everybody in the chat was going to come for the shirts, right?
Right, yes.
We were already trying to get him to cut some of the Hooters or the soon-to-be Mooper shirts. I want to think we can go back and get him to cut that sauce off the Chicago one. But they tried to get him to cut his new Grand Prix ones last night. He went there looking for Grand Prix. So let me show you this right here. This is We're coming for Perry's shirt. He put this shirt on. What's it? Somebody wanted him just to cut the center car out of one of them, Scott. I think it was Sketch 317 wanted him just to, how about just the center car? And he's like, I'm not cutting it at all. I'm not destroying my shirt. And Tom was saying, and which would have been smart, if he was only smart on any level, Scott, just buy more than one shirt and just do this on air. He would have made a killing last night.
Yep.
But Perry doesn't think. Perry's not a businessman. Even if he bought the second one, knowing that it was going to be sacrifice for business, he wouldn't do it. So let's see how the negotiations went for how much he would take or not take for cutting his brand new Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach shirts.
All right, should I just not make any future, even if it's $1 million?
You're right,
Don't even make another motherfucking offer again. I am done with these goddamn idiotic, stupid fucking offers.
$20.
You're right.
If you just cut the center car, the center car,
There it is.
and then
F you.
You can put it somewhere else.
F you. I'm not touching my shirt in any destructive way. You disgusting, sick psychopath. I don't care how much money you give me. It ain't worth it. $1 trillion? No fucking way.
$125
trillion. He could buy like every company for $1 trillion. But why make common sense there, Scott?
Yes.
Like not even for $1 trillion. He does. There's no thinking at all involved with Perry. You can say
offer. Okay.
I don't care if it's $125 trillion.
This is a 2-minute and 53-second clip, so none of this is repeating. If any of this sounds repetitive to some of you that might be audio only, listen to this.
Offer to fuck up my shirt.
How do you know what it is?
F you.
No, all it is, Perry, it's $125 to cut the shirt in half. To see your belly.
I won't do it. I don't care. That's how much the shirt is worth to me. Kiss my ass.
This is now a $250 offer. And
$250,
all you have
Scott.
to do, Perry, you don't have to destroy the shirt at all. But just cut it underneath the front car to make it a belly shirt for $250. And it's still wearable.
I don't care if it's $250,000. $250 trillion. Fuck.
Not even 250 trillion, Scott.
My motherfucking ass. You're a bunch of shit. Go to hell. Go to hell. Fuck you all. You suck. 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 God damn you fucking asshole.
He made that shiny stuff. Terry says, what the fuck is that shirt made of? It must be that new, like that air breathable stuff, Scott, I'm guessing, because it's very shiny and all. It would have looked really good cut up, I think. But yeah, it's got
First
that.
of all,
holy fucking shit.
The whole audience.
And he bought like a 2X, and the first thing they said is how it looks like a house dress on him. Like it's way too big.
It's a bit big. Yeah.
I don't care. I
He didn't think
fucking
so.
care. You're all a bunch of fucking losers.
It's only 3 people that contributed. Why?
I don't fucking
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, he came for all of us. It was like 3 people that went in on this crowdsource, and Tom B told him, he's like, we're all fucking losers. Like, he hates all of us.
God damn it. Do you understand me? I do not fucking care.
Right, but
We're
the
done.
last thing I'm going to mention is, Perry, but remember that offer I made earlier for $250 to...
Yeah.
I didn't say I don't care if it's $250
Try to up it.
trillion. It's never gonna fucking happen. Never gonna fucking happen. I don't fucking care.
Not even 250
What do you wanna
trillion?
do to my new clothing? Go the fuck away. Go away.
Okay, I just got to get this out.
So that's a no?
Bob Levy got in touch. He's adding $10, so now it's $260. Would you do it for $260? Okay, I'm sorry, Bob. That's a no.
Bob was in the chat last night, Scott.
Yeah, I seen him.
You saw him too? Yes.
Yeah.
Bob Levy was having fun hanging out in the chat last night. Now this says, who's more prepared for battle, Perry or Kevin Garnett? Kevin Garnett? Yes, Kevin Garnett. Let's see who's more prepared for battle, because Perry's ready if you come for him, but let's see.
Booby traps everywhere. Guns will start coming to my house.
Oh, yeah.
Cannons will-
He went on this, Scott, he went on this rant saying that the Steal-a-thon or 626 wasn't going to happen, and these are the protective measures that were going to be in place to make sure that nobody came to his apartment.
Booby traps everywhere. Guns will start coming to my house. Cannons will then approach the complex. Then fucking German tanks will be right outside. Then a fucking army of an army will be outside. Then President Trump will be here.
President Trump, he said too, Scott. There you go. So that's all the measures. Perry is not fucking around, Scott, because as you know, it's Perry's house. He lets everybody know that don't know it. Like Shyt Clyde checking in on the afternoon. He knows that it's Perry's house.
My house. He's not allowed in my house. No one's allowed in my house.
Bro?
Unless I allow them in my house.
Well, then they're allowed.
Then if I allow them here, they're allowed. My house.
Right.
My house.
It's his house.
Then they're allowed.
Go to hell, Jagoff.
The talented Shyt Clyde checks in on the vibe. His heart is going to explode one day, says FJM. Shyt Clyde getting the shout-out acknowledgement from Space Nerd. Also, Nerd, last night was a scale scam. Yes, Scott, because who was one of the chatters asked him to go in there and take a picture, use live video, and stand on a scale, Scott, because we believe that at his height and his weight, he's kind of obese. I thought he was 210 plus. Scott, 205, 210, easy.
Yeah, if I was to, I've only seen him on here, but kind of, I would guess him to be around, I would have thought him like 230.
There you go. Right. But he claims he's hovering around 200. I don't buy it. And yesterday, he even forgot that he ate a breakfast burrito at the Grand Prix. He tried to claim that he only ate breakfast at home and didn't eat anything all day at the Grand Prix. And I'm like, no way. Fat boys eat all day. And then Dave Navarro got in the chat and reminded Perry that he had at least had a breakfast burrito at the Grand Prix. If it wasn't for us, he'd be giving BJ's under Interstate 405.
Shut the fuck up.
I know, Widow Killer, and he refuses to do everything we challenge him with. What's more entertaining, Perry or trying to decipher Levy's spelling in the chat? Yeah, that can be kind of fun because Levy, people shout him out and he just hits them with the quick things. But they were mentioning last night, hang tight, they got the stream back up, working and all. And here is, so that did end up being, let me see, there's the scale scam right here, Scott. Look. They were calling, now if you read how this is, that's 200, so that means that middle line is 210.
Right.
Which means that line is 220, right? So halfway is 210. That's about 212. He was trying to claim 210, 205 last night. It ended up being 212 is what we got. But we never saw it at zero, Scott. He never showed us the scale at zero. So it could have been could have been negative last night.
Yeah.
He could have been negative last night. A lot of us were complaining about that.
That's why it's not one of them digital ones or nothing. Yeah, they got little dials on them where you can take off 10 pounds or something.
There's a little, I think that's the knob at the top right there, Scott. Yeah, that little knob right there. You calibrate that, you spin that sucker on zero. And look at the grime and the gook on that son of a bitch too. Let me see. It was a spur. Let's see. It's a job. It's a work. Let's see. Who's checking in? It was a 1980s scale. I know, Terry. You know it wasn't going to be from this decade, brother. It wasn't going to be digital, Scott. No way. Look at that crusty thing.
Boy, it is filthy. I just zoomed it in.
It's filthy as shit. Yeah, Nimrod is getting the last from Not the Bees. Perry's knob. Yeah. Let's see. What did Nimrod say way back? Let's see. I can't find it. Let's continue on. So there's the scale scam from last night. We never saw zero. All we saw is approximately 212. And dude, he looked like he was 5'3", standing next to all those regular size guys when we looked at that picture of the Grand Prix the other day. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Him standing. That's one picture. Perry in his element, it says. That's only one picture. That color of that hair, Scott.
Yeah.
That baby shit brown hair. There he is. Now look at that. He thinks that he's like 5'7". Get out of here. They let the dwarf stand with the regular men. He's like posted up like a prostitute here, turning around. Look how short he is. 212 pounds. He's like squat. He's like 5'2", 5'3". He's got to be, right?
Shut the fuck up.
Easily 5'2" or 5'3". So there you go. That's kind of how it all went down. And I will let you know, we'll play it one more time, that this was the winner last night, Scott. You can vote on YouTube on Media Share Mondays. They play like 4 of them, and you get to choose the best one. My personal favorite was Jim and Tony Road Trip, but this ended up being the crowd favorite. This was the winning Media Share last night on Media Share Monday. This was one more time. Rock 'em.
Stupid. So now he's not a rapper. He's doing country stuff. Oh God! What a more bullshit, more lies.
The rarely amused and pleasant Perry Caravello here. As we wrap up this segment, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I understand that for scheduling reasons, because Tom or somebody had a conflict, they will be doing what Tom said is a rare daytime PCL on Friday, not your normal Friday night PCL. So be ready for that. And I hope you enjoyed talking about Perry in the middle of the day. That was our Perry Talk. That's what we did, and that's what we're doing right here on the Vibe. With 35 friends checking in. That was our Scott. Ooh, this one. I'm going to show you this one. This is and I got to say that I wouldn't mind being greeted like this, I guess. I don't know how this became a viral thing, Scott. Maybe you should try this, because you're kind of a limber guy. But next time you go to a friend's door, do this, Scott. Greet them like this.
I don't know what's going to happen.
You just open the doors, guys. Look, they're like. You're supposed to present your. You're supposed to present your badge, apparently, I guess. Knock on the door, and then you gonna greet a guy like that? Come on now. From iCarly, it might be Widow Killer. I don't remember that. All right, Scott, I don't know. If somebody shows up doing that. Oh, wait a minute. So what is Scott doing on the screen? Let me go to a one shot. Wait a minute, because Scott is limber. Here we go. He's trying to put his leg behind his head. Oh. That is Scott's one big skill that he has. Look, there it goes. Look. I can't even get mine up that high, Scott. In a chair. Yeah. His ass is falling out the chair while you're doing it. Look at that. That is limber. We are always fascinated. Look at that. What you're spoiling the ladies a little bit, Scott, because you're getting ahead of ourselves and our new friends. Lest anyone think that this is a juicy man meat segment. No, that's just Scott showing off his regular limberness. Let me see. Notice how none of those were at apartment 102.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they'd have them right in. I dropped my damn crochet on the floor, Scott, when you just did that. She dropped her crotch on the floor when you just did that. Well, let's see. Scott wears old school Reebok, says our friend Juggalette Jen.
Yeah. I've worn this style of Reebok ever since I was in 8th grade, man. I've never changed.
Is that right, Scott?
Same style of Reeboks since 8th grade.
I didn't know that about you. I know, back in those days, Nike was the shit, and then everybody started coming for them, and Reebok started coming for them, Puma, Adidas, and what have you. Reebok definitely made some inroads. I had Reeboks for a time, Scott, but they were like always, to me, those are always the more aerobic or those different kind of shoes, but they were comfortable, so I guess that's, you like what you like, huh?
Yep, I don't know why. I'm like that about everything in my life. I don't like change.
Once you find something, you stick with it.
Yep. Well, and when they're growing up, my mom, because then when they went out of fashion a little bit, my mom found some warehouse where she was able to buy. So for every Christmas, she's stocked up on them, and then every Christmas I get a pair of Reeboks every Christmas.
I have many pairs of shoes, Scott. I have Nikes and different ones, but you always have your favorite ones that I can like just push my feet in and push them out. And that for me, my go-to is my Skechers. I wear these kind of middle-aged, like probably dad Skechers or whatever. They're probably like, I see other guys wearing them, but that's my habit, Scott. And what I've done is I've done the same thing you did. When I can go to Amazon or something and find the next pair because I like them so much, I'm like, I don't have to like try them on. I don't have to know anything about them. Just send me another pair of them like double wide kind of Skechers. Cause I have a wide foot, Scott.
Right. Mine's a little wide.
So there you go. We did video game talk, and now we're doing shoe talk here on the Vibe. Why don't we do this? It's been a while since I've played any of these, Scott. I have some videos that, you know what I do? When I have some videos when I'm looking for content for this show, and I don't know what the hell it is, it doesn't fit a particular category, I put them on a hopper, and I show a little banner, and I play them on a segment on the Vibe right here, and as soon as I find it, I'll put it up. And this segment is called... What the fuck is this? WTF, that's what it means. I'm going to play a couple videos and some things or articles, things that I've found, and I really don't have no description. I look at it and I'm like, what is that internet site? Like, what are they doing? What am I seeing? WTF is what I say, and then I play them for you right here on the Vibe. So maybe together we can figure out, WTF, this video. What the fuck is this? That's what the F stands for. Scott, WTF. BF, got music in it, BF. So this is a woman wearing a broccoli. She is wearing vegetables, various vegetables and cabbages, while she is slicing and dicing a piece of fruit or a vegetable right here in a particular shape. Don't really need the music. She's chopping broccoli. She's wearing that is all like real vegetables, Scott. The fuck is this? And then she's doing no look with a cleaver with her finger there and chopping a crisscross pattern into a vegetable and then stretching it out. Scott, what the fuck is that? I don't know what that was. Even people in the chat are checking in there. I don't know what it is. Bloodstones from Australia are my daily shoe, like a slip on boot. Use your boot. Find your boot. There's your favorite shoe. It's Shoe Talk on the Vibe, and it's WTF, Scott. Because I'm like, I don't know what that is, Scott. So I have another one that qualifies in this category. In the old days, they made samples to get a nan. They made samples to get a nan. Let's see. I prefer the Lady Gaga meat dress. It's a healthier kind of version of that. Nimrod coming in hot with the let us not judge this woman. Go ahead, Nimrod. There's the line of the day so far, buddy. Let's. Hi-oh, he'll be here all week. If not, he's here today. I'm reporting her to RFK. Why? She seemed like she was very healthy. I don't think there's any preservatives. Well, Scott, we couldn't figure out what that was. Even we tried our best in the chat, but maybe you can help me with this one. Because I need to know, WTF, what the fuck is this?
Oh, shit, I see what
There you go. For those of you who are only enjoying this by audio, what I'm now showing is a video of a gentleman who has a little gherkin attached to a rubber band that is around his skull, and he's pulling it away from his forehead and releasing it into his skull. He's basically headbutting, slapping himself in the head with a gherkin. This is like a date night for Perry.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, it looks like when you and Perry, Randy, got together. She's a vegetarian. Hey, we're doing pickle talk, says Skull. So, Scott, I don't know. I saw that video and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is that? I have no idea. So I bring him here on the Vibe to show you. And I have another one in that regard, Scott, because I like bringing content here. Oh, look, Terry Nee knows you a little too well, Scott.
I swear to God, I was thinking that shit.
We all know you too well because as I'm watching this video, I'm like thinking, Scott's got the wheels turning over there.
Yeah,
this son of a bitch, if not before the show ends today, he will be showing up on a camera near you somewhere with a gherkin and a rubber band on his head. Look for that from Scott. I was thinking,
how clever, man.
Scott was admiring it. So that's what Professor X has been doing since the X-Men ended. Just slapping gherkins, taking gherkins to the skull. His brain is pickled, says FJM checking in. Let us not judge her, and his brain is pickled. Well, Scott, I need to know, and this certainly qualifies. Guys, can you help me in the chat? This is a segment I call, what the fuck is this? I know there's a ready joke for this video, though, Scott.
Yeah, I got the joke.
God, you want to tell him?
That's how you find the wet spot on a.
That's how you find the wet spot on a lady. You roll them in flour. We both were going for this. I knew you had it, Scott. That's how you find a hole on a heifer. You roll them around in flour, right?
Yeah, that's Shayna's dried snatch. Looking for.
Hey, Shane, yeah, that was in the chat earlier. Look for the wet spot. Terry Nee knows the joke. Is this the video from Andrew's flight? From the I think he meant Andrew's flight. What the fuck is that? It says from from the Amazon flight. Oh, the Blue Origin. Maybe it's the Blue Origin video. That's what they were doing up there. They were singing Katy Perry songs and rolling themselves in flour. Nimrod. She's break dancing. She's breaking something. Ooh, 10 years. Reading a headline while I'm doing the show with you guys. That's only on fat chicks, says Popkey. That's right. That is correct. All right, let's continue on, Scott. I don't know what it is. I don't know why she was doing it. But I have another selection in these videos and selections that I find, and I really can't categorize them in any of the great segments that we like to do here on The Vibe. So I simply call this, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's Pickle Guy again. Oh, look at this, Scott. This is definitely a Randy and Perry date night.
Shut the fuck up.
It's going with the Dill Wiener slap. Rolling in her ex's ashes, says FJM, that was. Scott, I watched it and I'm like, Scott's going to binge on all of these ideas, says Terry Nee. There you go, because I know Scott.
Look how many camera angles he's got set up for that.
Dude, good call, Scott. He must be really into it because he's producing it. Well, remember that other video I showed you? Well, I think I might have my own answer in what the fuck is this? Or it just might be another what the fuck is this, Scott, that I present to you right now.
Blondes do have more fun. Did you enjoy that?
Scott.
Blondes do have more fun.
I like how the flower or the stuff got the nose hair as well too. The sexy nose hair. So that's what happens when you roll them around in the floor, Scott.
Have more fun.
And I had this video and I said, I don't know what the fuck is this. So I bring it to you in this segment. I call it a what? What the fuck was that?
April Amholt's looking terrible.
Oh, Aaron Amholt, you said?
Or April.
Oh, April Amholt. I didn't even say April or Aaron.
Get sent to bed early for butt fingering in public.
Terry Nee says his teeth he noticed. Pickles and rubber bands says on the shopping list, says FJM. I think he's making a shopping list for you, Scott. Well, I do have one more selection, I believe, in this segment that I call, well, actually, I could probably have two. I have two more selections, as a matter of fact, because I moved my little thing early. Let me see which one's better. I want to make sure I finish on a banger. All right, let's do this one. I pulled this one up, and Scott, I don't know what this is. Perry might like this as well, but guys, can you all tell me in the chat, everybody, chat family, what the fuck is this?
Kissed my hand, I understand that you had planned to have me to be your lady. I need you, baby, to want me to be your lady. Kissed my
it's Grandma
hand,
Robin.
I understand that you had planned to have me to be your lady. I need you, baby.
It's Helga Lisa. Hey, come on, Helga, come on. We gotta go get coffee. I gotta get down to Starbucks. End stream, Helga. Come on. Biscuits and cream.
Balls deep. Her butt's tight. I bet that shit. Balls deep says. All right, there you go. I don't know what it is, but when it comes my way, I put them in a hopper and I do this segment called "What the fuck is that?" And I have one more for you before we move on with the show, and it's our pickle guy. Let's see what he's up to this time. He had bouncing pickles. He slapped his head in a pickle. He bounced one on his nose. This time he's got a toilet paper tube on his forehead. Scott, what the fuck is this?
Cut. What happened? Oh, I guess I think BF fell off. Well, I was waiting for this opportunity because I got these farts that I recorded that I could show you guys.
Well, isn't that special? I just got dumped out right when I went to show you the last one, guys.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know what happened.
I went to switch over and the show was gone. So here we go.
I was getting ready to show everybody my fart collection.
Jesus.
I got prepared for the next time it happens. I got some pre-recorded farts, and I was going to.
Scott fart for us. Thank you, Jesus, because Nimrod didn't want to see it. All right, here's your last guy. This is our last guy. And this is my last. What the fuck is this, Scott? Look at this. It's a pickle erection. He's got a pickle in a tube on his head, and exactly. You almost said it, Scott. You almost said it. You almost said it. BF, what the fuck is this? You almost. I heard you saying it, Scott. I heard you, and that's why I called this segment. What the fuck is this? Holy shit, Scott.
I might have to go check that guy out. He's doing some innovative things.
There you go. I think maybe Scott found his new Cyrax or his new Tammy friend right there. That was, what the fuck is this? Like I said, I'm always out here looking for content to bring you guys because I do 3 hours of a live show every day. Come on, else. Who does that? Who else does that but me and Scott and Bobby Nick? We hang out with you here every day, Monday through Friday, just showing silly shit like that, creating positive vibes right here on The Vibe. That's why I call the show The Vibe. What we can do. I know that a lot of new friends are showing up because that great video that Stacy made for me, the Juicy Man Meat video, is still attracting attention.
Oh, I think he's out again. Good luck. Good news. Oh no,
I'm back. Son of a bitch. You just. I like how you're ready to jump in, though. I appreciate that, Scott, and you stick around. Well, we're not having as many technical difficulties as we had in past shows. What can I do in between? What can we do? This. I could do that in between. We could do this. All right. Why don't we start doing them, Scott? And if you don't want to be on the screen for this, I perfectly understand. But for my friends new and old, we're going to do our sexy segment. We'll do a sexy segment. We'll throw a little something in between. And then we'll do Bricked Up to finish up this Tuesday episode 287 of The Vibe. So friends new and old, we're going to go ladies first. We're going to bit sexy right here on The Vibe. This is your sexy segment, ladies. Ladies first. This is your Tuesday Juicy Man Meat. That's right, ladies. And Scott's going to stick around watching very intently as this is one of his favorite segments. You don't like always admit it, but he's going to sit and watch very intently as we do the ladies segment. This is Pecan. Pecan, you're not supposed to be so excited for this. But I guess you can be because we don't judge here on The Vibe. As long as you're having fun, we don't care what sexual persuasion you are. Juicy Man Meat emojis are being utilized by my friend Pecan. Scott is brilliant for putting up a picture of himself at the back. No, he's not. He's right there. Oh, there he is, right there. Son of a, you just. That's a great picture, Scott. I played that up when you were gone. That was awesome. Awesome. You're muted. Oh, you might be muted, buddy. I'm not hearing you. I don't know.
Yeah, I get my glasses.
Okay, let's see. Getting a phone call, Terry Nee says. What you were getting a phone call? Were you calling him? That's how you know. Rini is a member here. She supports me monthly, and she gives us great vibes every day, utilizing the Juicy Man Meat emojis, and she's wowing at Pecan for utilizing his. Well, Scott, that was a fun, having fun with that. But let me do this. because I got to do it for real for the ladies. Once again, ladies and guys, if you want to submit selections to me for this segment, you can hit me up at bflive420@gmail.com as I present the first piece of for the ladies. This is Juicy Man Meat for the ladies. And new and improved. Where's my little thing at now? Juicy Man Meat, just for the ladies. Let me find my banner. And new and improved, just for the ladies and gay men. So welcome everybody. We don't judge here on the Vibe. We just play content for you. This is your first piece of Juicy Man Meat. BF. BF. Carly Rae Jepsen's gonna attack you, BF. All right, that's not too bad. All right. Not gay at all singing Call Me Maybe. Although Tyranny's throwing out the pickles and the pride flags, he's ready because he knows this segment is kind of for him. This is Juicy Man Meat, just for the ladies and gay men is what we're calling this here on the Vibe. Welcome to positive vibes and fun right here in the midday. A little something for everyone. I'm super happy to have a great, hearty ladies faction as part of the Vibe family here. And so I do something for them. And ladies, don't shoot the messenger. Look, she's here right on time because I don't go out and look for this stuff. You ladies submit this, and some of you guys submit this to me at bflive420@gmail.com. That's how we come to get this content. So don't shoot the messenger. Oh, and now my computer froze. God damn it.
I can still hear you.
Wow, can you, Scott?
Yep, you're froze, but I hear you.
Wow, because my shit is everything's off my monitors. My monitors went blank. Oh, you can hear me? I'm not moving yet.
Still hear you, but no movement.
Wow.
Hear you playing.
Wow, good. That's funny. I don't know why I've frozen like that. Let me see what's going on here. Boy, we almost made it through the show without a technical problem, Scott. I might have to do a quick refresh.
Okay, I'll get my
collection. Get your next thing ready. You want to show them. Ready? Scott takes over the show. Go.
All right. If I can get a couple of these played before he gets back. Nimrod loves these. Let's see. Here we go. Listen to this one. All these come from last night. I was preparing myself for. This is called a long squeak. Latex squeak. Long fart. That was a good one. Here. If you listen real close, you can hear people talking in the background while I was working on it. Listen. That's all I got for now. I hope he gets back soon. I'm out of material. Oops.
I'm back, Scott. This time it's my OBS that's fucking me now. Are you playing your fart app?
Yeah, there it goes. It's done.
All right, ladies. Well, hang on tight there. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that, buddy. The problem du jour of the day. Here we go. Let's go. This is your next piece of content, ladies. Content number 3. Really, Terry? An artist at work. All right, we're done with that one. BF. I think my computer is highly heterosexual, so it kind of resents playing these, but I enjoy playing them for anybody that enjoys the vibe. This is your last piece of the day, ladies and gentlemen, who enjoy this segment. This is your last piece of Juicy Man Meat for Tuesday. BF. Reenie's enjoying it, and that's what matters. So is Tiffany Washington. Terry says AI would like to hit that. I love cowboys. I didn't even say that. Oh my God, there's an animal in there. LOL. Juicy Man Meat, Tiffany Washington, Reenie, Space Nerd, Stacy Allen when she's here, all the great ladies that I have, all of you guys, Juggalette Jen, you guys are awesome. This is for you. And this is, did I say that was your last piece? I mean it this time. This is your last piece of content. It's not for me. This is just for the ladies and the gay guys. We'll do a segment in between, and then we'll do some stuff for the guys to get bricked up to erase this out of our mind. All right, that's enough of that, ladies. I spoil you ladies enough. Nobody else does that, so I do brag about it very much so because I take so much shit about it, but I will take all the shit as long as I have a great faction of ladies to spoil and give them all the juicy man meat they want.
Hey, yeah, it's time to rock, ladies, feel the heat. Juicy man meat. BF loves it the most, that's no lie. We hit a party time and everybody. Juicy man meat. Juicy man meat. Girls, gay or straight, yes it's true. Get the party started, it's just for you.
It is just for you. There's your juicy man meat. Space Nerd, maybe she's giving that last one or just the entire segment today. Maybe a 7 out of 10, 8 stars. The lovely Space Nerd. All of you guys are so great to let me just come here and have fun. And me and Scott and Bobby, Nick, and all of us, and just come here and just hang out. Oh, fireman. Is that a fireman? Reenie's always horned up for the fireman. Well, if you want some firemen, this is your segment, ladies. I do not go out and look for this stuff because I don't want to know my algorithm. You send it to me at bflive420@gmail.com. bflive420@gmail.com. Well, typically I would throw kind of a little bit or kind of something to kind of a palate cleanser in between, Scott, but I think we're just going to dump into it head first. So maybe we can get out of here in a timely manner and finish up at the top of the hour. And we're going to get semis with the guys. We're going to get bricked up.
She's cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like the queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Fixing up the world, I'm watching her thrive. See after pushing and meet you, that's clear. But I'm in full view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
That's right, guys. Let's get semis together. You know, the AI has described that last segment as me showing off BF shows male genitalia, but it doesn't say nothing because I always like to do the same thing with females. And we're going to have fun getting bricked up with the guys and the gals who are of the liking. Pecan's ready to get bricked up. Where's Daddy Deadful and Daddy Chunk when you need them? Let's get bricked with the bros. Let's get semis. Nothing weird about this at all, so let's do it. We're going to finish up this episode of BF Live The Vibe on a strong note right here. Ooh, and I like some of the stuff I'm going to show you. Shout out to the 25 of your awesome people in here. Give you hook up a brother with a like, share, subscribe on your way out. I would certainly appreciate it. As we wrap up episode 287 of The Vibe, heading to 300, Scott. I don't really have anything planned for 300. I'm hitting these plateaus. It seems like we just did for the 100th show, you did Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick. Maybe he'll have to make a comeback if we can. Then for the 200th show, we had the lovely Gina Levy. She was my guest, special guest. So we'll have to see in 13 shows what comes together for 300 episodes of BF Live The Vibe. And I'm thankful for one. And I'm thankful for that ass on the screen. Let's get bricked up showing it. Oop, Scott, I don't know who invented these skin tight pants, bro. But damn, we need Nobel Peace Prize or something, bro. Yes. How do they do that? Where do they get in these space age ass fibers? Scott, they look like they're painted on. Like, how can that be a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they go up on the down up and down. You can see her ass treats. Hey, Popky, she got ass treats. Look at those ass treats. Say what you want, but why do my numbers go down when I'm showing women, but they go up when I'm showing guys? Like, what the fuck you guys are rolling on ass treats? I'm showing you ass treats, Scott. Well, I could watch that one all day. And maybe I have already, but it's time to get bricked up with the guys, so I got to share the next piece of content I have for you. Damn, I'm like, whoever invented them pants, I like to shake their hand. Or when you're out in public, sometimes you just want to do, and the numbers continue going down as I show ladies and not dudes. This is called outfit check right here as we get bricked up on the vibe. Well, Brud says that video smells like ass. Well, what about this one, bro? We got the fit check at the Home Depot going on. We got I need a price check on all that ass on aisle 10. A price check on all that ass on aisle 10. She's into fitness. How about fitness in your ass? God damn, I don't know why they do it, but I like it.
She ain't just trying that on though, is she? She's
No, that was simply called a fit check. It looked like her dude was standing around talking about some boring household stuff, and she decided that she was going to show the world her ass with a little fit check. And I'm not mad at it at all.
No.
Or am I mad at this next one? This is going to be some positivity right here, guys, as we wrap up this fun episode. 3 minutes to the top of the hour, I'm coming to your front. Here's some words of wisdom and a little bricked up.
You're a good person. I know you've made mistakes, but so have I. You're only human, and that's okay. How else are you supposed to learn? Honestly, we're all just trying to figure this out at the same time. It's our first time as humans, too. So,
speaking
you know,
Scotch,
forgive yourselves for making mistakes.
one on the right's fixing to bust out.
You're a good
the one on the right. Hey, you better watch that one on the right. It's fixing to bust out the stall, girl.
person. I know you've made
Sniff,
mistakes,
sniff.
but so have I.
Whoa, that
You're only
gap was
human,
huge.
and that's okay.
Home Depot girl.
How else are you supposed to learn? Honestly, we're all just trying to figure this out at the same time.
I don't know. You're right. There's some brownage slipping out there. There's some areola maximus coming out there. Majora. Wait, is she saying something? Widow Killer thinks that might be AI. AI'd hit that shit. I don't know. That jiggle don't look like no AI, Scott.
It's our first time as humans, too. So,
Right, they got that AI down.
Forgive
I believe
yourselves
it's
for
real.
making mistakes.
Me and Scott choose to believe it's real to us, man. We appreciate what these women do to their bodies. People are saying about the face. There's the glare on the face of like a mirror and a little fakeness, but
Hey,
who's looking at that?
you're a good person. I know you've made mistakes, but
Okay.
so have I. You're only human, and that's okay. How else are you supposed to learn? Honestly, we're all just trying to figure this out at the same time. It's our first time as
She's definitely
It's
doing
real, man. I was watching.
She's definitely
I was watching
Go
her
ahead.
blinking. I was watching her blinking.
blinking. Yep, I saw that too, Scott. Watch them titties blinking too. But it looks like she's definitely giving somebody else's speech. She's like lip syncing somebody else's speech, but
humans, too.
I
So,
choose to believe it's real, damn it. Don't ruin my
you
Christmas.
know, forgive yourselves for making mistakes.
Yeah, it's just because she's facing down and the gravity's just kind of working on her, made her distorting, pulling you a little bit. It's real.
Well, those big ones. What kind of nips do you think she has? Says Juggalette Jen. We talking salami? Talking bigger than pepperoni. Yeah, because if the brown's getting out of the the areola minora, I guess, but majora is probably the nipple. I'm just coming up with these terms. I'm just making them as I go because I'm not a doctor and I don't play one here on TV. I play a horny show host who likes to show semi-clad women right here on the vibe. And I bring you this last piece of content. We're going to come back and hit you up with some plugs. No Bobby Nick today, so we'll let you know where we know that he's going to be tonight or where he might be tonight as we ease on down the road after one more piece of content to get bricked up with. And Pecan warns us that probably by the time this segment is over, we will officially be into I know that when 3 hours isn't enough fun, we go over. We are in over vibe by the end.
Oh, snap.
And some last words if my internet signal lasts. Ready, Scott? Fingers
All right,
crossed.
yeah.
One more video, brother. One more video on some plugs. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. It'd be fun if I show it to you. I guess you want to see
Yeah,
that,
I
right?
see it.
Stop screen. I see my signal dipping right now, and I will present this one. Once again, the theme is like yoga pants today, I guess. And man, once again, I like this. BF! BF! I gotta shake the hand of the man that put the pants on this wiggly woman. One more time, just because I like it so much.
She looks fun.
Ain't mad at it. Don't hurt that ass. Don't be falling out the door. Can't tap it if you're on the ground. I'd be worried about that ass hurting itself, Scott.
She's kind of chick that get you in trouble.
Looks like that way. Let's get you pulled over just doing that. Dude, I would pull over and spank her like that bad girl she is. Says our friend Juggalette Jen saying that. To that?
Yeah.
I say yeah, and I say guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed that segment, because that's what I had for you today, and I hope you're sufficiently bricked in.
She's cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like the queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Thinking up the world, I'm watching her thrive. See after pushing and reaching that will. But I'm in full of view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
And with that, I'm spent. We are spent, folks. We've given you just over 3 hours of live original content with very few technical difficulties today. But the fun is not over today because it's Tuesday, and Scott's going to try to give you the best idea of what might be going down tonight, because Tuesday is typically a no filter with Andrew and Friends night. So give the little update with where you think Andrew might be, and what do you think you might get down or do a show or not tonight, Scott?
Yeah, I'm hoping that I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing same show regular time with or without Andrew, but I'm not sure where he is in his flight and everything. But I think everybody would like to check out, and he'd like to see everybody for a few minutes or something. Tonight's a big night for Andrew on No Filter, and all of us really on No Filter. You know, me, Bobby, Nick, Nimrob, and maybe Bibby's missing. You might want to come by, see if we ever found Bibby.
Yeah.
Yeah, No Filter at 7:00 Eastern time. And I'm just gonna plug that one, and then Bobby Nick, his channel also Wednesday will be the Lunatic Lounge, members only. But yeah, I want to concentrate mostly on this. This is a big deal for Andrew and the No Filter crew tonight.
Yes, it is. Congratulations to our boy Andrew making his escape from Wisconsin. Who doesn't know where he was? He was in the Wisconsin area. So imagine, if you will, going from like the Wisconsin area to kind of like a Florida. It's going to be a big culture shock, weather shock, a people shock. Andrew hasn't been out of the state for like decades from what I understand. So maybe if you're only going to find out how Andrew made out if you tune in tonight, No Filter with Andrew and Friends is what it goes by on YouTube. And you can see Scott and Bobby, Nick, and Stormy, and maybe Andrew. You won't know unless you tune in at 7 o'clock tonight on Tuesday night, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. This has been BF Live, The Vibe. He landed in the Sunshine State. Did he? Says Juggalette Jen. We don't know. I sent a super chat, BF, and I got the receipt. Don't let YouTube screw you. Let me check. Let me check, buddy. Oh, I see it. Thanks, Popke. I got it. There you go. I got it. Thank you, man. I got so caught up in the timing and my camera difficulty that I think I overlooked the generous Chris Popke sending me $5 Canadian. Pickle, hot dog, sausage. Any cylindrical food item will do. Scott. So they want to see some weenie slapping.
You know, that's kind of I am the prop master here, and right here I just so happen to have leftover from my lunch a hot dog.
Whoa! All is missing is a rub. That's what happens when wieners start slapping on the BF Live, The Vibe. So there you go. Brutal Pains checking in, coming in, sliding in under the wire as we're about to wrap up. this episode of The Vibe, my generous and supportive brother, Brutal Pain, he's eating that raw dog. Well, Scott's raw dogging in here, but you have to tune in not only to No Filter with Andrew and friends to see if Andrew shows up tonight and what his status is or whatever, but you got to show up here every day on The Vibe to see what the prop master might pull out next. There might be some gherkin slapping or weenie slapping. You never know. Not just at Perry's apartment is the wiener slapping going on.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, I know things start happening when wiener start slapping when you do the wild thing. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's show. This has been The Vibe 287. You are enjoying it on BF Live The Vibe on YouTube, on Rumble, and on Facebook. If you could hook me up with a like, share, subscribe on your way in or out, I certainly would appreciate it. I thank you for all the super chats. I thank you for all the memberships and all the content that you guys feed my way. Keep coming back every day, Monday through Friday, from 12 to 3. For Scott Fitzpatrick, for Bobby Nick, who the rare day where he couldn't join us, maybe he's actually getting something called sleep. And for Andrew and Stormy, I wish them well with No Filter tonight. Peace and love, everybody in the chat. It's Tuesday. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe, folks. But remember, it's not bye. It's just bye for now. Peace and love, and we'll see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe, folks. Have a great Tuesday.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason, fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant, I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.